Hey, hey. Ugh, I feel a little sick. How does this? Is this the mic that's being used? Let's find out. Let's find out right now. Right now. Yes, it is. Okay, that sounds much better. I don't know why I was talking like this. Okay. Oh, hey, we got somebody in here.
Hello.
Dawson. Hey, what's up?
I was looking in the wrong place for the Patreon link, so I was refreshing the page for like 5 minutes, and then I realized I was stupid.
I literally just sent it anyway.
Oh, nice.
I was like, I guess 10 minutes late, which is, I don't know. I keep thinking that I have enough time to set this shit up, and then I never do. I'm always slightly late and slightly rushed, but I'm here nonetheless.
Rest in peace.
Exactly. I usually just wake up and then immediately start setting the shit up. So you got yours on Patreon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I got it in the inbox.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure those said. Yeah, one of the byproducts of working from home is that it screws up your sleep a lot. I have a lot of self-discipline, but not enough to wake up on time ever.
Yeah. I'm hoping I won't have that problem because I'm trying to get into film.
Oh yeah.
Like be a screenwriter or a cameraman or both.
Well, if you're getting into actual films, then it's more likely you'll have more set commitments for when exactly when you need to get things done. So,
of course.
Yes, I am looking at the chat. Sorry.
I might want to have that open so I don't get confused.
There's two chats, basically.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's the YouTube link. Hi, Mr. Cool Man.
All right. I spent so much time trying to find the link that I forgot to think of anything to ask.
Whatever. Well, we'll be here for a few hours.
Wonderful.
So, usually, first topic of conversation is about any recent movies that have been in theaters, because there's always new shit to talk about there.
Well, I'm gonna break the trend.
Oh shit!
No Man's Sky.
Oh god!
Did you play it at all?
No.
Well, good,
I was looking forward to it, but it didn't seem like it would work out in the way that I wanted it to.
I'm trying to refund it now.
Oh yeah?
It was a major disappointment.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. I might, if the refund goes through, I might buy it again 2 years from now if the game's updated with a bunch of new stuff and it's nothing like it is now.
Yeah. Yeah,
but as it is, you can probably find better things on Steam Greenlight.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to try it out and fuck around with it, but not for $60.
Yeah,
based on what it looks like right now.
It's certainly a $15 to $20 game, maybe less.
Yeah, see, I feel like there's two camps right now, because there's a lot of people that are really enjoying the game, but I'm not sure that they had the same expectations as the people that didn't enjoy the game. And I think that's kind of where the separation is what people thought the game would be and what it actually was. So
well, for me, I wasn't really expecting much, because don't get too excited for something like this, but the game is just repetitive.
Yeah,
you do the same thing over and over again, and then found out what was at the center of the galaxy, and I'm like, all right, I'm not playing this anymore.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, I'm not sure I even know. Panzer Cat, I'm not going to MFF, but I probably will a year from now, I'm going to FC instead. If I do too many out of town things at once, then I'll not have as much of an ability to save up money. So I don't want to spend all my money all the time. I'm trying out different things.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking
That's
about
the only way to live.
Oh,
Spending all your money.
yeah, exactly. I know quite a few people, especially furries, who will just go to like every single convention every year, and either they're loaded and they just like they have a lot of parents' money, I guess, or
Trust
they
funds.
just spend all of their money that they have on these things. Like there's some furries that spend like all their fucking money on every single con they could possibly go to, and then eat ramen for the entire year or whatever. Hey, Sastog,
Hey, man.
what's up?
I'm pretty good, thank you. Nothing much. Just
Good.
been waiting to get on here for a while.
Oh,
but
cool.
It's cool.
Was the link not showing up for a while or what?
No, I just didn't check it at the correct time, I guess.
Well, we're here now.
Yeah.
I received the link about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes Patreon takes a bit to send out things.
I'm for the past 3 months I've been consistent about showing up like on time because I just get the notifications on time.
Yeah.
Noticed
I
I
don't
got the link in the inbox, and then 2 minutes later I got the email.
So
Interesting.
so we saw Don't Breathe.
Oh, yeah. I saw
Oh,
that
and-
on IMDb.
Well, I think I gave it a 6 on IMDb, but I'm like, I feel like I'm I'm kind of
It's a
trying
5,
to
isn't
decide
it?
whether or not it's a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
Those are never
Yeah, excuse
fun.
me. I think I'm getting sick.
It's from the guy who made the new Evil Dead, so I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
it to be that great anyway.
Well, I mean, it could have been better. If it took itself a bit less seriously, I think. It was kind of, I don't know, it was kind of ridiculous and didn't take itself seriously at points, but it wasn't horrible. It wasn't as bad as the Evil Dead remake, for sure.
I saw
Well,
it was getting so much critical praise, and I'm like, really?
Yeah, that's
This
usually
isn't
what happens
very
with horror
common.
movies.
We
It's
talked
like the
about-
one horror movie every year that gets overhyped.
We talked about it on I think on the last Hangout with Lights Out. It seemed to be okay, but everyone's freaking out because it's like a decently made horror.
That one doesn't even seem like one I want to watch. I think I would just actually not enjoy.
No, we
that
were
at
just
all.
talking about like it seemed more decent than
Yeah, I know.
some others, but like yeah, sure.
It's see, I watched Don't Breathe because it seemed like even if it was bad, I could at least enjoy myself, and I kind of did. It had some payoff moments. There were some like as unfortunately the whole first 2/3 of the movie was literally just everything that happened in the trailer, and then the last third of the movie, although incredibly stupid, was at least a bit entertaining and had some ridiculous payoff moments. But yeah, it's I feel like the director has issues against logic. I feel like Logic killed his mother when he was a small child, and now he just doesn't want to include it in his films. There's so many instances where they had easily solvable issues in terms of logic of like you could just change one small thing or abstain from doing one small thing, and then immediately all the logic would be totally sound, but he just refused to do it. He just hates logic. He doesn't like it.
That only bugs me in movies if they are taking themselves completely seriously. Because like if the movie is like Sharknado or something.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not
Yeah.
a Sharknado. I mean, it takes it seriously and it doesn't at the same time. It's kind of weird in that sense, where I'm almost just not sure what it wants to be, honestly.
Well, speaking of movie, sorry, did you want to say something?
Yes, you can.
Oh, go
What?
ahead.
Go. I don't know.
Oh, did you want
I
to say
didn't really
something?
hear what you said. Did I
Did
want
I
to say
interrupt
something
you?
about what? No.
Oh,
You can-
okay. Well, speaking of movies, just like an hour ago, I got back from the cinemas from seeing that new Jonah Hill movie, War Dogs.
War Dogs.
Oh, was it
Oh,
not
yeah.
good?
It wasn't good, but it's alright.
It's from the director of Hangover 1, 2, and 3.
That means
How
it's
could it
What a
good.
prestigious
be
filmography.
It's alright. Basically, try and imagine if Lord of War was pretty much the exact same movie as Wolf of Wall Street. And that's
Yeah.
pretty much what you'll get.
And Lord of War
Yeah.
was actually good, so
Yeah, exactly. That was a great movie.
Well, both of those movies were good.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much right. As soon as I saw the trailer for War Dogs, all I had to think was like, there's a possibility it could be good, but at best, it's going to be worse than the other movies I've seen that are exactly like it that
Mhm.
I actually like. At best, it's not going to be as good as these other movies exactly like it that I already enjoy. And so that's why it's just, there was
It's
no
like
reason
a-
for me to even want to watch it.
It's like a 4 or 5 out of 10, I'd say. On your scale, I mean.
It could be.
Surprise!
agree with
It's a
you.
7.
Well, like, if you should ever do a top 10 of 2016, which I know you're going to get to at some point,
Yes.
Why'd you say
I
that?
just
In 2008,
recommend
we
not
get to
even checking it
2016.
out.
That would be on the camera.
Why does Mark look so depressed?
Hey!
Hey, you ever joined?
What's up, Chicago John?
Your mic is muted.
Yes, your mic is muted. You can fix
Yeah.
that later if you want to. No
Hold
pressure.
on, I'm going to set up my mic as well. Camera, rather.
Oh,
Sorry.
like we can hear you.
Yeah.
I think he's just chilling in his car.
I think
Piece of shit.
Mark was playing Dark Souls. He seems tired.
I am tired. And I was.
I think that was a
Fuck,
mistake.
Mark looks fucking upset. Mark, cheer up. I will donate to the Patreon if you cheer up. I know you're a liar, so why should I cheer up? Ooh, sorry.
Were you really playing Dark Souls?
Yes.
Which one?
3.
Alright. Where you at?
I've pretty much beaten the game. I'm at the
Oh.
final
How the
boss.
fuck do you do this?
What?
You get through video games so fast, and I'm just like struggling.
I'm good.
Oh,
I play them every Sunday.
he got good.
I played them.
Oh, snap.
I play video games every day.
Please. No.
Let's see.
Oh, is that kid?
Yes.
Oh.
Mishovi Sokovian last name. I don't fucking know.
Is it like
Slap.
trolling or what?
I know his brother writes his shit, but like I don't know if his brother is trying to troll or if his brother's just like maybe the American audience will appreciate this.
Because they've written entire songs like specifically calling out Leafy, Pyro, and Keemstar and iDubbbz.
Yeah, like
And like Pyro had already made a video responding to it because that's exactly what would happen, right?
I feel like that video before that video was made, I was like, okay, maybe this kid's being legit. But like after that video was made, I'm like, okay, this is bait to get people to talk about you.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it's just bait.
The worst part is when people go for it.
You know what's funny?
Yeah. Does?
Does anybody remember when like I guess 5 years ago when everybody knew Copper Cab was a troll, and now it seems like a lot of people don't think Copper Cab's a troll?
Yeah.
It's a
Does
bit
anybody
odd that
remember
people
that?
it's a bit odd that people forgot, but
Well, I think there's just like new people discovering the internet all the time, and I think that like especially YouTube, it was such a different place 5+ years ago.
you're right.
That now it's like there's so many other people that weren't there before, and it's like you could, I don't know. It's a little embarrassing when people pretend like Copper Cab's not a troll, and now the whole like transgender thing. There's like a really good immediate anger defense. If somebody calls Copper Cab a troll, it's just like, oh, you don't say that to a transgender person. It's like so funny. Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait to see how far he or she takes it. I can't wait to see how far it goes because Copper Cab is. I enjoy Copper Cab very much. It's very funny. It like you can't even. I think Copper Cab is one of the best trolls out there. He's been going for so long, and
Right up there with
he's
Chad.
fooled so many people.
I thought he was legit when I first saw him.
He was back in the day. He was selling "Gingers Do Have Souls" T-shirts. I'm not even kidding. He had that on his YouTube banner. You know.
So how does anyone believe that it's not a troll after that?
Well, because I don't have any evidence that ever happened.
Oh. Okay.
I just have my own memory. Unless somebody has an archive of his YouTube page from back then, but I mean, nothing was there. People didn't start archiving shit like crazy until the past like couple years, right?
Yeah.
Now I would say like everything should be archived. I can call people out. You know.
For prosperity's sake.
So we can
What?
have more exposed videos.
What?
Mark, I've been archiving every single one of our conversations. I'm recording you right now.
Oh shit.
You're on the internet. I hope your mom is proud of you.
Humongous what? Humongous what?
You what? Fuck it
Just
out.
reading a comment. What was Ken M? Because Ken M's like,
Oh my
I
god.
know that there
love
was like a
Ken M.
subreddit for Ken M, and I know that it was just like trolling, but I wasn't sure if it was the same person. I thought it was like a bunch of people with the username of Ken M, and people would just use that pseudonym to troll on online forums because it's just text, right?
I think it started out as like one dude going around and posting comments on news articles, Ken M.
Yeah.
And then once it got
Now
popular,
everybody's doing it.
everyone's doing it. Yeah.
That's funny. Collective trolling.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
Discuss TIFF. Sure. Do you want me
It's
to?
in Toronto.
Oh. Really?
Top 10 fun facts of a TIFF. The T in TIFF stands for Toronto. The I this is number 2. The I stands for integration. Number 3, F. It's not a T. It's not a T. Number 4. The last F is for have fun, guys. Have fun.
I'm glad you're able to laugh at your own jokes, Mark. That's all that matters.
I'm just waking up. I need this.
Wake me up.
Self-positivity is great.
Wake me up inside.
So does
Mark.
this sit in my own room alone and laugh through the tears?
Yeah. How should you recommend me a movie? I don't know. Message me on my Furfag Twitter account.
How should you? How dare you?
Or you could pay $10 so you can come into the Patreon Hangout.
Yeah, didn't I just read your comment right now? Why don't you... Isn't that the weirdest question? Adam, how do I get a hold of you? Like, you just did, didn't you?
You wasted your
Yeah, think about
opportunity.
that. Yeah, you should have just recommended...
It's like
How do you
now you don't
contact me?
even...
It's
Yeah,
like if you have one
you don't even
question
know if
for
I'm gonna
God,
look
and
at
you're
your...
like, God, how can I talk to you? How
How do
can we
I ask?
connect?
Well, I am God. That's a appropriate
shit.
analogy.
Excuse me, you're not Neil Breen.
Oh,
I have a question. I have a question for you,
Yes.
Adam. Have
Go
you
for it.
heard? Have you ever heard about the song "Where Are Your People?" who basically took a video from the Oldie Mountain and made a music video about it?
well, I can think if that's not an MGMT music video, then didn't they also do the same thing? And didn't Kanye also make a Holy Mountain music video?
Probably a lot of
I-
people did one, but there's one.
There's a
actually
lot of
with the song.
musicians that
Yeah.
like
Oh.
did that. Honestly.
If you I sent the link on the Google Hangout if ever.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll click on it.
Yeah, if
I'm
ever
not
you're
gonna-
curious. No, not listen to it, but like maybe
Yeah.
the video itself will.
Yeah, sure.
The song is great, but it's a question of.
We
taste.
have a band.
We have band.
Oh, we.
Oh,
How indie is that? All right, let's see.
It's pretty indie.
Yeah.
it would only
There's
be
a
more
lot of-
indie. It would only be more indie if there was a period at the end of the name.
Man.
Yeah, that's
There's so many music videos that do Holy Mountain I don't know homages that it's not I feel like it's just not a good idea anymore. You know?
This was
Like-
done in. To be fair, this was done in 2012, 4 years ago.
Hmm.
So maybe before a couple of them. maybe a
Yeah,
couple,
maybe.
no, years after the movie. That's a fact. But probably
Yeah,
would
I don't
say,
know. Just seems like it's become a trendy thing already.
As long as
I
it's
haven't
not
seen
used
much of
like.
it.
well,
As
thank
long as you
Tori.
don't see it on TV everywhere, just like with Sunshine and the fucking Sia song from Cyberbully. God damn it, what's the name of the stupid song?
Breathe Me.
Ah, thank you.
It's not the worst song. It's just like it's been
Overplayed,
raped.
overused.
No, it was not bad. It was just like it just got.
It's a good song. It's been raped though.
You
Thanks,
can't use
yeah.
it in anything.
Oh, what to say?
That Adagio in D minor, and now fresh off the press, Experience by Ludovico Einaudi.
Yes, everywhere.
Yeah.
What is going on with Experience? The first time I noticed about that song was like in an episode of Top Gear, and then it just started showing up everywhere.
Yeah, now it's in like car commercials and like vacation like tourism promotions, and it was in Mommy, which I thought it worked well. Even like when I saw it in Mommy, I was like, oh, I've heard this song before, but nobody else in the theater has, and that's okay. And now it's like, oof, it's pushing it. It's pushing it. It's now it's just quickly becoming that song, and that's
What's the
very
song called?
unfortunate.
Experience
Experience
by Ludovico.
Ludovico.
Ludovico or Ludovico?
I think he's
Wait,
what
I might
Italian?
have heard
Ludovico
this song
Einaudi.
And now the yeah.
Yeah, Einaudi.
Yeah.
Ludovico spelled Ludo.
D-O.
Oh, I know.
V-I-C-O.
V-I-C-O, yeah.
I found it. Yeah,
Okay.
I've heard this one.
It wasn't.
a lot.
Yeah.
When? In which year did it came out? This album, like the time lapse. Trying to remember.
Fucking.
I don't know. I've heard that. Like the reason I knew about the song is because I've listened to the actual album.
So it came out in 2013, and I know by January 2013 that was a series of Top Gear I was watching. Oh wow, Top Gear used that song as it came out. Damn!
They're
Always on
trendy.
point. Always on point.
Yeah, it's so trendy. I love Top Gear, especially the racism. Anyways,
Was Top Gear racist?
is Top Gear racist? Is the show Top Gear racist? Let's look at the facts.
Top Gear UK, look for with Clarkson, May, and Hammond. Let's specify though.
I never
Well,
took time to watch
Clarkson is just he constantly makes like little racist like quips constantly in and out of the show. Like they've actually worked like racist jokes into the show, and like a lot of the time I do kind of find it like a little bit cheeky and funny. But it's like there's literally like one moment where they're in like Bangkok or something. They have to get across this bridge, and then like Clarkson points at the bridge. He's like, "Look, a slope," and there's a Chinese guy walking. Well, that Chinese. There's an Asian guy walking across the bridge. It's like you can't tell which one he's pointing at. It's like Clarkson.
I find
One of my favorites is just when he said like, did you call bus driver Nazis? No, I just said they were small little Hitlers with mustaches. Man, that's
Has anyone
kind
actually
of
ever met
funny, but he pushes it.
What were you trying to say?
Yeah.
Has anyone actually met a racist? Like I've never met a actual legitimate racist.
Well, I mean, it's debatable because it depends how serious one's being. I think that's important. There's plenty of, living in like the Vancouver area, it's one of the most multicultural places you could possibly be on the planet, just because
you're
we're so
right
close. We're right on the coast. There's so like literally, we were in a restaurant on 2 nights ago where we were the only white people in the entire restaurant, and that's not uncommon at all.
So I stood up and was like, Asian, Asian, get out, get out of my country.
So I mean, like every once in a while there's a story in the news about some sort of racist thing that happened where, you know, somebody said something or was aggressive or, you know, tried to beat somebody up over something. But I don't know. It doesn't seem to happen that often here. I don't know if I can think of any, like, sincerely racist person that I know. I know we have plenty of friends that make, like, really lighthearted racist jokes all the time because, you know, it's just humor, right? Anybody can do it against any race. It doesn't really matter as long as it's not like a serious, genuine conviction you have, then it's fine. I don't know. I don't know. That's a tough question because like to some people that might be considered racism.
Yeah, but the social justice warrior definition, like a racist joke, could be like, "You're black."
Yeah.
Ha.
Yeah, literally just like describing somebody.
Yeah. I work in the car business, and I've seen like people in the 50s being racist and genuinely, but at the same time, I cannot tell sometimes if they're joking or not. Also, the same as Vancouver. I'm in Montreal. Montreal is also the same thing as Vancouver, just
except much more racist because there's French people there.
And can you tell? Can you tell if I'm English or French?
Both.
Yeah.
Franglish.
I don't know.
Franglish, no, complete French Canadian.
French
My
people
dad
are
told me
racist.
once that he wished we still had slaves.
What?
Well,
was it serious though, or was it like?
I can't really tell with him. Like, I'll be having conversations with him, and then all of a sudden he'll put on like a black voice and like say shit like massa.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Are you like whereabouts are you? Not
Georgia.
Don't have to be too specific. Oh, there you go.
Oh
No.
well.
I'm also in Georgia. I can attest that's probably. I would not be surprised if he's being curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like I think that there's a balance that needs to be found because there's a lot of people that are like, oh wow, everything's racist, even like the acknowledgement of different races even existing is racist. And then on the other end of the spectrum, there's people that just flat out say like racism does not exist in America at all. It's like that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't say it doesn't exist. You can't say it doesn't exist because it definitely does exist. Because and what's kind of funny about that is like a lot of the people that say racism doesn't exist will also accuse the extreme left of being racist. So it's just like, well, you can't say it doesn't exist then. Like, if you're gonna use their own tactics against them, then you can't also.
The fact that it's still a big debate on the U.S. election right now is the fact that like we still have a problem with like races in general, and not in the sense of like everyone who's racist or like nobody's racist. It's just race baiting sometimes, and then there are people that are genuinely racist. It's insane. Like
it's a much more complicated issue than you'd ever find explained on any mainstream American news channel. Yeah. Really, like there's so many factors that go into it that to place blame on one specific thing or to pretend as though there's one specific solution is just to not fully understand the issue, I think.
The final solution.
Actually nodding in approval from your side of Adam.
Yes. Everybody keeps asking my thoughts on Stranger Things. I haven't seen it.
I'd like
Also, BoJack Horseman. That's also in the chat a lot.
I like it.
I don't know. I still have to. I think I've seen all of season 1 of BoJack Horseman because I lived with roommates that watched it all the time because they're furry trash.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I hear season 2 is a lot better, and I've seen a bit of season 2. I saw the episode where they had death grips in it, which was kind of cool. They played death grips for like 20 seconds. I was like, hey. But I haven't seen that much.
I keep on giving fat people good ideas.
I have Netflix, so I guess I could just put it on anytime.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess I have to be in the right mood for it. It's never wowed me. I've enjoyed it, but it's one of those things that it's like I could put it on passively if I just want to be doing that and multitasking something else, I guess. I don't know.
I had a question. What is it about Rick and Morty that you would say is a 10 out of 10 series?
Well, I like it when it pushes things much further than predecessors. You know, like you don't have many animated shows out there at all that have the main theme of like purpose in the universe and ultimate insignificance, and you constantly use that as like a joke in the show, and I think it's very very cleverly written. If I rated it 10 out of 10 on IMDb, maybe it deserves like an 8 or a 9. I don't know. I don't remember.
It's one of the most refreshing experiences I had watching something. It just felt like finally like we're getting like some clever writing, and there's some jokes that sure don't work, but like there's some that are really well underhanded, and you gotta pay attention to keep up. Otherwise, you're gonna miss them.
Well, that's what I liked about Community.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like
it's the same reason why Community was great.
Yeah, it was like there's so many shows that almost like I heard so many people. It's like, oh, if you like Community, you'll like this, and they're always never as good. They're like similar.
Wow.
But,
Community is a bit more, I'll say, less armless and a bit more funny going, but it gets to like some themes that you're like, if you think about it,
it goes to dark places.
Yeah, it goes to dark places.
Yeah,
they're both Dan Harmon, though, right?
It's really dark humor about it.
They make a Community reference in season 2 with the Hive Mind episode.
Oh.
It's like wow, you can just make me a show and cancel it whenever. And it looks on the TV. It's the entire cast of Community. It's like, we serve you, Rick. It was really funny. I like these references themselves. There's I think one of the best skits was the fake board game. What the fuck was it called? And that was amazing. They did a commercial for a fake board game, or like an actual board game, and it's like, somebody give me a link, please. It was amazing. The writing was like, it was so Rick and Morty, but it was live action. It was ridiculous. Without like any of the voices of the characters. It was just like something pulled straight out of Rick and Morty. It got really morbid. It was like the game started to become like real life or something. It was like predicting like everything. I don't know. It got really deep, and I liked it. It was good.
Adam?
Yes.
Monopoly?
Have you watched, I recently started watching Adventure Time. Have you watched it?
Yes. And I absolutely love the first 2 seasons, and then beyond that, I kind of got bored.
I started watching the first season. It's actually surprisingly dark at times.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, that was part of the appeal at that point, too. Adventure Time was, like, probably one of the first shows that really shaped what we see in animated programming today. Like, there's this entire generation of especially Adult Swim shows that are really just like so ridiculous, where it's like it makes sense to have this kind of wacky, crazy, almost ADHD, colorful vibe in animated programming, because you can't achieve that in live action nearly as easily. So to have an animated show where you're not using animation to its fullest potential, I feel like Adventure Time really tapped in on that, and now a lot of shows were, subsequently inspired by that. So I feel like I still love it, but I don't know if I love it in its current form. I kind of got bored.
Apparently the creator left after season 2. Is that true?
Sorry?
Apparently the creator left after season 2.
It would make sense. Jesus.
Yeah.
Because that's exactly where I felt. It just wasn't
Yeah.
good anymore.
Wait, on the subject of wacky TV shows, anyone see last night's Eric Andre?
Yes,
Oh yeah.
I missed
Fantastic.
it actually.
So
it's
good.
always fantastic. We were at his show in Vancouver.
Oh really?
That's true.
On Tuesday?
Yes.
Tuesday. Was it Monday or Tuesday? He had a show in Vancouver, and I got some good footage of it.
Oh, you went? Oh.
Yeah, it was great. It was really funny.
His Instagram is fucking hilarious. He just does not give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah, it's the amount of leeway he gets with just being able to show his dick everywhere. It's
I think he's
very
been banned like,
admirable.
multiple times from Instagram. Like
That's
he's
so
been
funny.
reported.
All right, hold on. I spaced out for a moment, and all I heard was, "I like the freedom in which he shows his dick
He
everywhere."
shows his well. I mean, like he's
Eric
nude.
Andre,
He gets naked all the time for like shock value humor,
What exactly
and he'll just
happened?
constantly post.
I was there
So
for the first dick pic.
Like for his
I
live
was
stream.
there.
I followed him on Instagram the
Fucking
day
dying.
before he dropped that first dick pic, and then I was just scrolling through it and I laughed really loud. I ran downstairs and I was like, "Hey Adam, do you want to see Eric Andre's dick? We probably don't have long." And we did.
He has long.
Ooh.
And that one mirror selfie.
I liked it when he was in the fucking hot tub pool in Japan with the monkeys, and he's just fucking naked. And he's just like, "Look at the monkeys! Don't look at me! Look at the monkey!" It's like, check this out. He says his dick is hanging out.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
But Adam, what
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
happens at the live show? Like what goes down?
So
He
basically,
does the show, almost.
so the music was very entertaining.
The music was amazing.
Basically, Mark, can you explain this? I just need to send out the
Oh
Patreon
God.
links
Okay.
again. You were there. So.
Okay. So I think it was 45 minutes. I'm not even fucking kidding. Where it's like there was this moment where they're playing music, just filler music and stuff, and it was like, but it was like a hip hop like selection. It was like really nice, and all of a sudden it cuts out, and everything kind of like dims slightly, just slightly. Like they turn off like all the monitors and stuff. Like they were showing advertisements for other people and other shows, and you know, like please tip your waitress and stuff. All of a sudden they start playing like triumphant like kind of intro music, and everybody's like woo, and like everybody like piles up to the front and everything. Everybody gets ready. Everyone's sitting and waiting. And it's like the song ends, and then they play another one. And it's like kind of different. It's like, oh, okay, well, okay, they're warming us up. To make this story go a little bit faster, 45 minutes pass. And it is just, they are playing the same song over and over again like a good 4 times just to fuck with us. And people are starting to get aggressive. People are like, fuck you, Eric Andre! And like,
Well, yeah, I
just
was calm because I was just like, this is part of the it's part of the humor. You're supposed to get a little annoyed.
It was
This is what he
like
wants.
people were like
Yeah.
booing. Like and every time these
I'm not
like
sure
little
how
jingles
serious
would
they were.
end, and some of them would
So-
last like 5 seconds.
It would be like they were these almost I guess like kind of like
stock music,
stock like
sit-
80s 90s
like sitcom
Tim and Eric esque.
like
It's too many cooks.
And not just that, it was like it was really triumphant in a sense.
Yeah,
that it was
it did
building
sound
you
like a
up, and it's like the exact music you would expect as they would open up the show and have the lights on and have the curtains open. So it was really like playing with your emotions in a sense, and it was just like ba da 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 ba, and the last note, people are like, yeah, and then just like the song would end and nothing would
Also,
happen,
it'd
and then
play
a
the
song
exact
yeah,
same
they would
song
play the
again.
exact same song again like 4 times in a row, and then different songs and variations. Some that would just literally last the span of like 5 seconds, like ba da 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 ba ba, and then just like nothing. It was really funny.
And people would either
Oh.
boo or cheer, and it was great.
Yeah, I was having fun.
It was like 45 minutes, and then finally somebody came out. It wasn't even Andre.
He was a guy that was singing, and he was like,
This is the start of the show.
no, yeah, he was like, I am the opening act.
His song
You didn't
was, like,
pay to
actually
see
called
me.
Opening Act.
Yeah.
His name was Major Entertainment.
Wait. I got a question for Adam. Did you see, the Pokemon Go song kid?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you
Just
see the
not
fake
a-
where like Did you see like the thing where like his old videos got like subtitles where it's like "Dicks out for Harambe and praise Hitler"?
That's funny, but I didn't see it. It doesn't matter.
I don't know why. Like I just went through like his old videos. I don't know why, and like he's like fucking talking Czech or whatever, and it's like some weird subtitles.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know.
Where's he from?
I guess I'll look. It's Sweden, probably.
I think it was Czechoslovakia or something.
Same thing.
Fucking white.
Whatever.
White people.
What a bunch of Eurofags.
Fucking potato faces.
Whoa.
Whoa,
They need
whoa,
those potatoes.
whoa.
They're starving.
Are you
Guys.
being racist?
Oops. Yeah, I guess I would be.
Genuine
I guess
conviction.
it would be racist if I was telling lies.
Oh wait,
Oh,
Adam,
Snap.
did you see Neighbor's Shoe?
No.
I saw it.
What the fuck?
You don't need to.
Movies like Shrek.
Not
No,
the same.
I know. I'm kidding.
I saw the movie yesterday on like Rabbit, and we were laughing so hard because like there's some parts of it where it's like really SJW, so like we made fun of it. And we said, like,
Well, you should expect it from the poster.
no,
That was
yeah,
the selling point of the movie.
What was it?
Like, I didn't even have to watch the trailer. The poster read out boys versus girls, the ultimate showdown. Who's gonna win? I'm like, okay, Seth Rogen in a movie, boys versus girls. I wonder if the girls are gonna win. Like, I wonder if the boys are gonna look really stupid in the movie or not. Like, we
Well,
already know.
What's actually interesting though is that there's a chase sequence that was filmed by Neville Dean and Taylor apparently, or like
Oh
one of
shit!
them.
Now I want to see it.
Like no, it's like really brief, but like they're like running through a tailgate.
I want to
and,
see
like,
that sequence.
it was
they
very,
filmed it,
like-
holy fuck.
Yeah, it was low frame rate and it was like very kind of crazy and a lot
Oh,
of
God.
wide-angle lenses.
Damn it! Why
that's
do you
like
make
the
me want to see
highlight.
this now?
Just
Fuck.
see it for that
Wait,
and
wait,
leave.
let me-
Damn it! Now I just have to watch that one scene. God shit.
like we saw it. We
Fuck.
didn't see any posters or anything, but like to make fun of like the SJW thing, like somebody when we were watching it. Oh no, actually I think it was me. I said it like out of nowhere, like we should kill all men. They're all niggers.
Whoa.
Like everybody
Whoa.
fucking
Whoa.
posted out loud.
Um,
I don't know. It was like fucking crazy, but also like the
Dude,
movie.
so fucking random, dude.
You
You know, I just say anything.
Yeah, it's so random. XD makes me
XD.
ruffle them out.
oh, lol, right.
Speaking of Seth Rogen, I watched Sausage Party and regretted it.
Wow.
That was your mistake.
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, it's getting critics are talking about it and
Critics
good
are raving.
and stuff.
Wow.
And
Sorry.
I
Finish.
didn't pay for it. A friend bought it and he's like, "You want to watch Sausage Party?" And I'm like, "Fuck it."
It
What
just
else
seemed
am
like
I
a bad idea.
It was. I mean, basically, cause it's probably the most obvious and poorly done religious allegory I've ever seen in my life.
And that's exactly what I was expecting. And as soon as I saw the trailer, I was just like, there were two things that came to mind. One was like, this is a ripoff of those YouTube videos that have done the same thing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
the annoying orange, that's a good thing to rip
well, no,
off.
that's not even it. That's not even no. It's not just
No,
like
no, no.
talking food.
Of course not.
There's entire YouTube skits that have played on the idea. There's one that involves marshmallows, and they have faces drawn on them. That some guy animated marshmallows, and there's like, oh yeah, oh no. They're like watching them get stabbed. They're like, oh my family, and getting burned alive and stuff. It's fun for a short YouTube skit. But then how the fuck do you carry that over for like an hour and a half? How are you going to turn that into a whole movie? Because the trailer was a short film on its own, and it's like, wow, great shock value. But how
Now
are
we
you
don't
going
need
to
to
be
see
shocked
anything
the entire movie? And then as
Yeah.
soon as I heard people saying like, oh yeah, like it was a great metaphor on religion, I'm like, uh-oh. Because I mean, like, as much as I am atheist, I just, there's so many movies. The atheist community is just as guilty as the gay community in this sense, where there are certain movies where they will overinflate how good the movie actually is, overinflate the quality of the movie just based on the fact that it's like super atheist or super gay. Like Bill Maher's Religulous. It's a preaching to the choir documentary. Wow. It's not a great movie. It's just a like, haha, religious people are dumb. Okay, right? Like you can enjoy it if you're atheist, but that doesn't mean it's a good movie. In the same sense that like so many fucking gay movies at gay film festivals are just trash. You know, Andrew
Yeah,
High's
like-
Weekend was awesome.
Oops,
but
I fell down. Man, it's hard
I
being
think so.
gay.
I think
Like-
somebody summarized it best by saying like the movie had good animation but a bad script.
Which
Yeah,
sucks
basically.
because they treated their animators like shit.
I
It's not
saw that.
animated in
Yeah.
Vancouver.
Yeah, I saw
And
that. And I was
apparently
like,
apparently
that-
they didn't even credit like half the animators, and they were constantly threatened with being fired if they didn't work overtime every single day.
So
Yeah.
speaking of
Also,
Fuck 'em.
Adam, question: Would you
Yes.
watch the Emoji Movie if it was directed by Lars von Trier?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the only time it's worth watching. I want an actual Nazi to direct a movie like.
What if it was like
He's a Nazi.
Oh,
What if it
and
was-
speaking of Nazis, there was only one time I laughed in Sausage Party that wasn't in the trailer, and they're like in the beginning, and they were singing like a song about how the humans were great and shit, and then all of a sudden a fucking Hitler thing goes out, and he says we must exterminate all the Jews.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Out
That
of
would be
nowhere.
funny, except I've made that joke like 80 times already.
I wasn't expecting it. So, like
So,
I was like, oh, what the fuck? Excuse me.
No worries.
so speaking of sausages, is it fine if I tell a story to everybody?
Yes.
All right. So this happened many years ago in an old town of mine.
Mhm.
There, I was a little kid.
Yes.
Another little kid living down the street, and there weren't a lot of kids around the neighborhood, like maybe 7, 8. So this was the one I hung around the most at first. For the sake of story, I'll call him Little M. So Little M tells me, "Hey, there's a club around that you can join. We do like fun
A
things
club.
all the time, right?"
Oh.
Well,
a sausage
it's not
club.
exactly a breakfast club.
Breakfast
It did
sausage.
include sausages, though.
Yes.
So
Ooh.
I know this
he told me, "Hey,
Is
there's
this
this
going to
cool
end
place."
with the aristocrats?
Possibly. So he tells me, "Hey, if you do this for me, then you can join the club." And I say, yeah, what do you need me to do?" So he's a little kid, and we're exploring our bodies, and he tells me,
Oh.
"I need you to lick my pee."
What?
What?
Yes,
Oh.
he wanted me to lick his pee.
Oh.
How old
I
were you?
obliged.
How old were you?
Like 6 to 9, one of those.
Thanks for the story.
6 or 9, 69. Oh.
This is about
You never
to-
know what you're going to get in this stream. You never know what you're going to get.
Archived forever, my man.
Turns out the
This
club
is
sucked.
forever archived on the Adam Dunstan YouTube channel.
I never.
Oh, Adam.
Whatever.
I was wondering, have you heard of the Werner Herzog documentary, Lo and Behold, like the
Yes.
Legends of the Connect? So I just saw it, and it was fine. It was like day and date release, but he I don't know. He tries to make it like very like
Anti-internet?
in ways like there's some interviews where some just dumb shit happens, but it's like
Well, I could kind of tell by the last shot in the trailer.
yeah, and
With
the
the,
editing's
the monks playing like Pokemon Go, but not really. They were just
Yeah.
on their phones. It's like, well, these monks, they're on their phones. Wow, look at the contradiction, brah.
Yeah, he tries to make it a little too like kind of like oddball, and he like interrupts interviews to say like weird things, like if you're a pigeon, and like really weird kind of.
That's him. Yeah.
I know it's him,
very
but
Werner.
it became a little distracting, and
funny.
the editing was awful. I don't want to say too much, but the editing's kind of weird, and that like interviews would just end, and then he would just kind of hold on their faces, but you could tell like they were like starting to smile or blink or look away, and it's like unintentionally hilarious. So I don't know.
He's an interesting director.
Have you seen him eat the shoe in that one
Yes.
less blank documentary? Good.
I've seen him get shot.
I've seen
And nobody's seen him get shot?
lift a car.
Look it up.
There was a video. There was a video of like him. There was a video of him like analyzing Kanye West's like famous video, where he
Oh.
basically like spends like 5 minutes like analyzing the video with this reporter, and he tries to suggest that like it's like a really clever video. It's like this orgy. Yeah, he like over analyzes it to the point where he's just like it's like it's not even a proper analysis.
That's pretty
Like
much
somebody-
every Kanye fan ever. Bazinga.
Yeah.
Somebody said to
Exactly.
me that
don't think your mic's
Somebody
working, by the
said
way.
to me that Kanye. Sorry.
No, not to you. Somebody's mic isn't working. That's all.
Yeah.
Size talk.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Um,
Sorry.
Yeah, somebody said to me that Kanye West's symbolism in his music videos was better than Alejandro Jodorowsky's symbolism.
Which is funny because Kanye West like rips him off all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a fan.
He's. I can only. I want to sit down and watch The Holy Mountain with Kanye and be like, and what did you think?
It's like, yo, money, it's
Am
the
I the
devil.
glitch?
That's why I got so much of it.
Like, oh, was he the glitch the
I
whole
feel like
time?
I'm the only sane man over here.
I want to watch fucking Wreck-It Ralph with Kanye. To him, there's more symbolism in Wreck-It Ralph than there is in The Holy Mountain.
I want to watch The Holy Mountain with confused Matthew.
Oh Lord.
I don't think I would see an angrier human being.
His channel's dying. Let's get him on the show.
No, he's not. He's done. He retired. And by retired, I mean he quit. He stopped. Like a year ago or something.
It's the haters that finally got him?
I don't know. He's probably had more important things to do in his life than just constantly embarrass himself on the internet.
I have a question
I
for
saw
you,
some of his older
Adam.
stuff and it was
Embarrass
painful.
himself in the bedroom.
What is this question?
This question is: now that you've seen Tom at the Farm and Mommy, are you
Yes.
planning to go back to the first movies of Dolan?
I've seen more than that. I've seen Heartbeats, and then I saw.
Which one was Heartbeats?
Shut that
I only know them by the French titles. Should be Les Amours Imaginaires or
Oh, fuck.
Good
I don't
question.
know. You look it up. Either you're going to have to look it up or I'm going to have to.
I'll do it right now.
So
By the
I've
way-
seen Heartbeats and I've seen
Lawrence
the
Les Amours Imaginaires. All right.
Lawrence Anyways. I've seen that.
Lawrence Anyways.
I didn't see I Killed My Mother though.
That's the first one, and it's
Yeah.
it's embarrassing a bit.
Oh really? It's not good. Because I didn't see. That's the thing. Is like I wasn't. There were bits and pieces of Heartbeats that I was just like, wow, this is visually interesting. I can see some talent here, but overall, I just felt like the movie didn't work very much well.
He himself does not like his first movie all that much anymore. The first one,
Yeah.
just because he has evolved as a director and as a like.
Oh,
a
of
writer.
course, and that's I totally
but
feel that he
that's
that
the
he has.
that's the problem I had at the beginning because it was very very pretentious about his first movie, and it was.
It seems like it would be.
and it was garbage. It really wasn't good.
Now
And
I
the
kind of want to see
acting-
it even more.
And Dorval, who plays the mother in Mommy, is really great in the movie, but he plays the kid, and he's god awful in that movie. It's amazing.
Yeah, I could imagine. Honestly, I just he's evolved. He really
Yeah, he
has,
has
and which is
evolved, yes.
so like there were things about his earlier movies, like I said, that it's I'm not sold, but I can see something there, and it intrigued me enough to see Tom at the Farm, and then wow, this was a good movie, and then obviously with that at the time being his most recent, then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see Mommy, and then I was like, holy, this is like his best movie ever. This is one of the best movies of the year for sure, and yeah, I mean the reviews aren't glowing for It's Only the End of the World, but I will be buying my tickets to that pretty soon for TIFF, so I'll be seeing it at TIFF. I'm excited to see it regardless.
Speaking of TIFF, this year's slate looks kind of disappointing. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't know.
Are you sure?
I saw the list. There just wasn't that much that blew me away. Like, I want to see Denis Villeneuve's that fucking Alien movie.
Here's
And
what
I'm
seeing.
gonna see whatever that guy's name who made Old Boy. I'm gonna see his new movie tomorrow.
Oh, Spike
Or-
Jones. Nice. Like, wait.
Here's
What
I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing. So anybody that goes to TIFF will know like how kind of stupid their ticket purchasing process is if you want to get early tickets. So I bought my Flex pack, my choice Flex value pack or whatever. So I've committed to buying a certain amount of films before the actual list of films is even announced or showings. And now that the showings are out, I've planned out which shows I'm going to be at and when. Although I don't want to say which specific shows, and like I'll say which shows. I don't really want to say which showings. I don't really want like people to try and stalk me there. But so I've planned that out, and then I have an hour-long window to assign my pre-bought ticket packs to the individual showings. So I think I figured it out. I have some definitelys and some maybes. So there's one that I won't be seeing there, The Handmaiden. That I'll probably catch at VIFF instead, because the Vancouver Film Fest is literally the next month. And so anything that I'm not able to see at TIFF, I can just see at Vancouver. So unfortunately, that one that got the most buzz, like the best reviewed one at Cannes, is only playing like the first couple days of the festival, and I'm not even going to be there until like the tail end of it.
Oh,
so I'll catch that one at VIFF. I highly doubt it wouldn't be at VIFF anyway. They've got a lot of the same selection. So I'm seeing, I might be seeing Weirdos, which is the new, I think Greg McLean is his name. He made Pontypool, and he made Tracy Fragments. So I don't know, like I might be seeing that. Nirvana, the band, the show. One of the two new projects from Matt Johnson.
Really? He's making that.
Sorry?
I didn't know he's making that.
Yeah, I only ever knew about his Project Avalanche. Or
Yeah,
Operation Avalanche one.
Yes.
And I've been looking forward to that one for a while, and I talked to him, and I was like, hey, is your Operation Avalanche going to play at TIFF when, before the schedule was out, obviously? And he was like, no, because it's going to be out in theaters in Toronto around that time anyway, so there was no point in putting it in TIFF. So I'm excited. If I'm going to have to keep my eye out for one of those then, and see if Operation Avalanche is watchable while I'm there, and try and squeeze it in between my other TIFF showings, because I would love to see that. It's Only the End of the World, Arrival, La La Land, The Salesman. I forget who. No, yeah, that's the new Asghar Farhadi thing.
I think that's him, yeah.
Yeah, the guy that made The Past and
Hang on, I'll check.
Separation. If that might be it, I don't know. Raw, a movie from Cannes that looks kind of interesting. It's a horror movie. It got good reviews, even though it's like a first-time director. And she made a movie where, like, I just read the brief synopsis, and it was enough to get me interested. Plus the good reviews from Cannes. A girl who's like a vegetarian has friends that like trick her into eating meat, and then she discovers a side of herself and becomes a cannibal and kills people and eats them. And I'm like, this sounds fun. And it's well reviewed. So I mean, this could be really fun.
What's
so
that
Raw.
Raw.
It's called Raw. R-A-W. Jackie, which is I think the new what's his name? The guy that made No.
Dingus?
Pablo
Larraín.
Yeah, he's got Lorraine. I don't know. He's got 2 movies at TIFF this year, I think. Nocturnal Animals, which is the new movie from Tom Ford, who directed something from my 2009 or 10 list. What the fuck did he make? A Single Man. Yeah, which was great, and that was his first movie, I think. So now he's made Nocturnal Animals, and it has, I don't remember who it has.
Yeah, Single Man was pretty great.
Single Man was his only movie so far.
Yeah.
So is this like the Canadian movie channel?
What do you mean? No, we're talking about TIFF.
Movies? What's
Toronto
that?
Film Fest.
Oh.
So it's happening next month, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to fly out to Toronto and go to the festival and catch these great movies, because they've got a fantastic selection, and they get it way earlier than... Sometimes there are movies that get premiered at TIFF that public doesn't see for another fucking year. So it's great if you know what you're looking for, it's great to just be on top of that.
Right.
Especially, it's my job anyway.
People keep talking about The Lobster just recently. I saw that shit last year.
I'd like Viff, yeah.
Yeah, I asked Mark about that on stream today.
Oh yeah, The
I
Lobster
saw it a
just
few
started
days ago,
blowing
and I
up.
really loved it.
It's kind of funny. American Honey, I'll be catching, which is the new Andrea Arnold movie. She directed Fish Tank, which I liked, and I would probably put on my list of 2009 retrospectively, if not the guilty pleasures. We've got I might be seeing Ma Rosa, which I don't know anything about other than it won Best Actress at Cannes. Graduation. Don't remember what the fuck that is, but apparently it's something I want to see.
Turn that phone off!
The Unknown Girl, which is, I think, the new Jean-Pierre and Luc Dardenne movie. We got Patterson, which I don't remember what it is. We've got Neruda, which is the other Pablo Larraín movie happening.
Believe it.
We've got Christine, which I don't remember what it is.
Isn't that about the newscaster who was shot on air or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember what it
My
is.
sister's a
Christine. And then we've got the new Terrence Malick film, which is also a documentary somehow. It's called Voyage of Time, Life's Journey.
Oh, it's going to be narrated by Brad Pitt, I think.
Yeah. So we got that one. We got The Commune, which I think is the new
Winterberg movie.
Yeah. The new Winterberg movie. We've got
Christine is about that news reporter who died on air.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Daniel Blake.
Oh, that's supposed to be great.
I think won the Palme d'Or. And Divines, which won the Camera d'Or or something. I can't.
Come on, people.
Open the door.
You can see, you can physically see a burn on my tongue. Ugh.
Yeah, holy shit.
Gross.
What the
You
fuck?
gotta get a tongue scraper.
No,
Hot spaghetti.
whenever there's hot food, I just eat it, and I don't give a shit. I'm like, whatever.
I was like, hey, Adam, what do you think this burning rod tastes like? Put a little sriracha on. Ah! It's spicy. It's hot
I wonder
iron.
why.
Yeah. But yeah, those are all the things I'm planning on seeing at TIFF. And, I mean, even then, there's plenty of things that I didn't get to fit in the schedule that I'll be able to catch at Vancouver Film Fest. So I don't know if anybody still thinks there's not that many great things to see at TIFF, because I think there's plenty of interesting things to catch.
Well, it's more that I just saw the whole slate. Nothing really popped out at me because there's so many new directors there, or people that have made one great movie in the past that I just didn't recognize.
Oh, maybe. There's always interesting shit to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I just went through IMDb right now when you were naming off the things, and there's actually some pretty cool things there.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You know what the best thing about directors like Neil Breen and Bong Joon-ho?
The fact that they exist?
And Tommy Wiseau and stuff is...
Why would you...
I think that...
Sorry. I can't even believe you remembered his name.
Tommy Wiseau.
Sorry, okay. The best thing about these people is, I bet you they think their movies are amazing, which is true. But they probably look at each other and think, it's wow, this fucking idiot makes terrible movies. That's the best thing about the entire, about it. Is when you ask these people if they would work together, they never will, because they think that the other guy's a fucking idiot. And that's what I love about it.
They should work together, but they would have massive creative differences. You'd be putting two people together
They would actually think
that would definitely
I'm working with this amateur.
To get the type of films that they make, you have to assume that they are control freaks, because no one would be on that project and get that film unless they refuse to take anybody's advice. So
Yeah. But Derek Savage is too busy selling safes at Costco.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, the thing that makes those so bad they're good movies so hilarious is because the director's just been so passionate and put so much of himself into the movie that I feel like if there's like more than one cook in the kitchen, that it almost might not work.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it might work better. They should direct. There should be like an entire TV series where they each direct one episode.
We should just get.
It's called Twin Peaks Season 2 or 3. Fuck you.
It's called Cool Cat Finds a Magical Rock.
Oh yeah, did you see that Cool Cat's making a new movie about autism and Down syndrome?
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be
I
so
hope so.
insensitive. It's
Cool
gonna be
Cat
hilarious.
Oh, this is gonna end very well.
Well, so he posted a poll on Twitter that was like, which one do you want? A Cool Cat autism and Down syndrome film, or a Cool Cat? I think he said like a scary Cool Cat movie or something.
Yeah, it was Cool Cat versus the Witch.
Yeah, I would have retweeted it, but I've been blocked ever since my Cool Cat Learns Fair Use video, so I couldn't retweet it.
Ever since you supported IHE, you got banned.
Yeah.
It's not like I supported. Well, I mean, he's not a bad guy. I didn't really support IHE. I literally just corrected his horribly infactual statements that have direct impacts on my business. Like, fuck Derek Savage, come on. I gave him so much credit. I was the nicest that anybody possibly could have been to him in that situation.
You bought a T-shirt. You bought a T-shirt as well.
Oh my God.
Like you actually enjoy the stuff.
Everywhere.
I still buy his movies. I don't even give a shit.
Yeah. Of course you will.
What if somebody discovered that Derek Savage was into like satanic rituals?
Then no one would be surprised.
Yeah.
That would fit the most, considering
I don't
his
know what the
movies.
fuck I'm asking.
How do you think he summoned Cool Cat in his existence?
Yes.
Cool Cat is not actually a man in a fursuit. He is a demon who can only live in that fursuit.
That's how you contain it. Derek Savage is secretly like saving the universe, and he's built the one fursuit that can contain that demon.
So
that's why he screams so loud. He's trying to get out. He's screaming so loud.
I have a theory about why
That
he
explains
screams so
the
loud.
LSD trip.
I think that in hell, to get your voice over the screams of agony, you have to yell like Cool Cat, like, "Oh boy, he's fun worshiping Satan." Like,
He's shoving bamboo in my toenails.
Okay, so you basically.
Oh
meaning
boy,
it's like,
my parents just died in a crash.
So basically, you're saying that between the Down syndrome movie and the scary movie would actually be a documentary about the creation of Cool Cat.
yes.
Maybe.
It was called like Cool Cat versus like the Scary Witch or some bullshit.
Cool Cat versus the KKK.
Don't be
No,
Twist the KKK
Cool Cat
wins.
doesn't get into the
Yeah,
Hitler's
the
list.
twist
They
is
have their
Cool
own
Cat
cool cat, but
joins.
it's spelled with K's instead of C's.
Yeah.
Also, another funny little tidbit about that poll. When I first saw it on Derek Savage's Twitter, it was like, I think about 45% of the people supported the Down syndrome movie, and as soon as it got posted to Adam's subreddit, I checked back the other day, and it was at like 60% of the people.
Which is why I
supporting the
would have
autism
wanted to
movie.
retweet it, because everybody knows what I would want.
Oh shit. Final results. It was 49. It was a fucking 51% Cool Cat versus the Evil Witch.
Oh, God damn it.
So I don't know if he's gonna really decide based on that though. Like he could. I don't care. A new Cool Cat movie is great either way, but to not have the autism and Down syndrome movie would be a giant wasted opportunity, in my opinion.
What if he's planning to do both, but he's just deciding which one to do first?
What if he combines them?
What if the evil witch has Down syndrome?
Yeah. What if the witch is turning people into
If you get
autistic.
Down syndrome, you get
And she's just got this gigantic cauldron, and she's just like, I need like the
She's
eye
making
of
a
a
chromosome
nude.
soup.
I need like dead babies and like 40 fedoras to make
All I
it.
need are vaccines now, and my experiment will be complete.
Yes.
I can't wait for Cookout to come out as like an anti-vaccine supporter.
Derek Savage is oddly political. I mean, like, I'm pretty political too, but he's in a way where.
I always thought you liked Hillary Clinton, Adam.
Oh yeah, I just love her. She's my favorite
Let's hear another rant.
person.
She's never lied about anything, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like grandma. Just vote for grandma, dude.
Yeah, she's like my evil grandma.
Your evil grandma that tried to like pull you in a room and cast.
No, Adam. You
She's like my war criminal grandma.
Evil witch grandmother.
Yeah.
Cool Cat versus
To be honest,
Hillary
The
Clinton.
kind of evil witch that tries to make autism.
Cool Cat votes for Trump.
Cool Cat's
Derek Savage is definitely he's definitely a Trump supporter.
Cool Cat
Derek
builds a wall.
He's the
Yeah.
straw. He is the straw man that every.
Cool Cat builds a straw man.
Cool Cat loves the blacks.
I mean, they're both really orange. Ah ha
Do you guys know that Donald Trump is 70 years old?
Sweet! Wow!
Is he
Can't wait.
really?
70.
I don't know.
died
Like
for his presidential
everybody
run.
that winds up getting close to running the country is some old fuck. You know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it works.
Was
Yeah.
Barack Obama that old?
Obama isn't that old,
Especially
is
since
he?
that Trudeau off. He's not old.
Wow. We
Political
needed a
heritage. Political
desperate-
heritage.
We were looking for so much of a desperate shift that we just went. We went for the furthest thing away.
I mean, Obama.
Even though
was in his
I didn't
40s
vote for
when
him.
he got
But...
elected.
Sorry?
Sure, Obama wasn't really old.
Yeah.
He was like 40 something, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was
Younger than
47, I
70.
He's
believe.
got gray hairs.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
So
Jesus, that job aged him. He looks 70
Yeah,
now.
he does. What the fuck? I've seen a comparison of like him, like
Yeah.
taking his what like the inauguration and versus like recent photos, and he just looks tired. He
Yeah.
looks so tired.
Oh, white people.
Busy work.
I got a
Turn my
question
hair
for
white.
Adam Mertz.
Sorry. Yeah. What's up?
Wow.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Have you guys ever heard the band Low Roar?
No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I have. Yes.
Their song
Yeah,
was in
Metal Gear.
the Hideo
Stop tweeting
Kojima
about it.
trailer.
Yeah. Hideo Kojima won't stop tweeting about Low Roar.
Oh yeah.
So
But
that's
their
why
music
you've
is
heard of that.
amazing, though.
Hideo
love their music.
Kojima cannot stop tweeting.
He
I
is
want
kind
him
of,
to stop
I don't
tweeting.
think he's like working. He's just tweeting all day.
No,
he has a new
I'm
game,
kidding.
doesn't
He's got a new game coming out. And also he needs to do everything in his power to say, Konami is cancer. They've taken my original
Yeah.
IP and raped it.
Yeah.
To be fair, while it sounds like someone whining because he lost his job, if you saw the new trailer of Metal Gear Survive, you're like, oh Christ.
I was just.
He's
Yeah.
right,
He
though.
got
I was just
Metal Gear
wondering,
Survive is
like,
Let's make a zombie game. That's relevant, right?
Let's make them
And
unit.
it'll have time travel too.
We should include Dan Daniel memes. The kids like those, right?
Harambe, right, guys? Ha ha
When we
ha.
were in Las Vegas, we
Punch
were by the
card.
Konami offices, and I just like leaned out the window.
Let's roll
and gave it a
Face
finger.
XD.
Hit the lever.
how do you reckon Kojima feels about the new Metal Gear Survive trailer?
Oh,
Like,
I'm
is
sure
it-
he loves it. I'm sure he's like, "Mwah, this is exactly what I
Already.
wanted."
Yeah, does he like
Ordered.
feel like his franchise is getting raped, or does he like is kind of
No,
oddly
you see-
satisfied that Konami's getting so much hate all of a sudden?
He's already pre-ordered the 110 special edition.
The 100 zombies.
Online only too. What the
Adam.
Fuck.
Yes.
Seriously?
I just remembered. You were talking, I think, on the Needle Drop podcast about like a movie where like a lady cleans her house for like 5
It's a
to 4
very long
hours.
title.
Oh, what?
Probably type it out. It's called
Yeah, type it out. I wanted to know.
Jean Dielman, 23 Kai du Commerce, 1080 Brussels. Oops, I spelled it wrong.
Sad.
There. I think that's the correct spelling of the entire title.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were making a joke when you first referenced that in one of your older videos. You're like, but the ending is completely worth it. I was like, oh, you fucking sly piece of shit.
It's not untrue. Like, don't spoil it. I don't know if I've told you the ending, but don't spoil it.
Well, if you've said it in an old video, all I'm gonna do is quote you.
Okay.
It's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That must
Well,
be
but it's from
Rotten Tomatoes.
1975, so the only people reviewing it on, like, how many reviewers? Like 4 reviewers? Like 10? I don't know. If it's from 1975, it's not, you're not going to get, like, an accurate comparison. If it came out today, the rating would be much different on Rotten Tomatoes.
Also, it's Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, you don't trust Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes
Also,
isn't a great site.
have you watched
suicide at 19%. What the fuck?
What is 19%?
Suicide Squad.
Oh, good.
It's at 26.
Good. 19%. That's right on par with the 2 out of 10 that you give. All right, you did it, Adam.
I did it.
You were Rotten Tomatoes.
For them all.
I hate it.
I did it first. They copied me.
Movie's bad
The
rating.
entire.
Fuck that movie. Oh my god.
What a bad movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Neither of
That
us.
actually makes me kind of depressed. It's my favorite character.
Good.
Adam, have you
That's-
seen
yes.
the Tarzan movie, the new one?
No.
God, why would
It's-
you watch that?
don't watch it. It's very boring.
The one with
Aren't there, like,
Swedish
3
Tarzan.
new
Hey, Adam, eating poison is bad for you. Do not do it, please. I implore you. But you should
No,
taste
I
it
only
once or
watched it
twice
because my
every
mom
once in a
forced
while.
me to.
Why?
Why
Why?
did your mom force you to watch Tarzan?
She had a gun
Yes,
to
no,
your
that's
head
the
and
fucking
was
new
like,
movie, like the shitty new movie. She roofied me and then she dragged me into the cinema.
Don't mind my son, just fast unconscious. I'm going to buy a ticket for him and put him in the theater. He'll tell
No,
you
but like
what-
it's so fucking shit. Like
I
I
have
wanted
not
to
seen
fucking
Embrace the
die. Like I felt
It was that
like
bad.
for the first time I felt like I had actual clinical depression. And like
oh.
I was
Oh.
depressed that I didn't have a gun with me, so I could just end it all.
Well,
That's what
You
movies
obviously
do, man.
haven't seen The Ridiculous Six.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Or the do-over.
Oh my god, I saw both of those. In
Why?
The kind of like because my friend and I, we like to torture ourselves. So
Oh, also my mom watched Jack and Jill and she liked it.
Oh my
Adam
goodness.
There's a lot of moms that really like Adam Sandler movies, aren't there?
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
just like, oh, he was so great in the '90s. I'm just gonna say that this was good.
She also loved the Cat in the Hat movie, the fucking
Oh.
live action.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I didn't know that was true of a single person on Earth.
My
Mm.
fucking.
Mhm.
That was.
I know a single person
A
who enjoyed
10%
that.
on Rotten Tomatoes
When-
means that
I would
10%
suggest
of the
you
people
skip
like
your
it.
mom outside of movies, like for the rest of
I'm.
movies.
It always upsets me when like the design of an anthro character is just so ugly that like it's gonna be bad either way, but now it's like it can't even be fur bait. Like the new Ninja Turtles. Like TMNT, it's not even fur bait. They just
Those
look
faces.
like ugly people. They look like human beings. They don't look like the fucking cartoons anymore. Fuck you.
You gotta have the humans relate
They
to
look
the
like burn
giant
victims.
They do look like burn victims.
They
They look like
do.
somebody like bleached
Look like-
some green.
It
They
looks
look
like
like
they
someone
lost their
poured
nose.
like they look like someone poured like molten glass on their head. And just
Oh,
let it dry.
It sucks when like somebody easily photoshopped like a better Ninja Turtle. It was like, look how easy this is. I fixed
What
it.
was their goal in making the design terrible?
I have a better question.
Terrible.
It
Well,
could
I have
have
a-
been to generate fan outrage. So like people were talking about it, and then everyone was like, "Oh, I should do this movie because everyone's talking about it." But since it's a big old movie studio like that, they weren't thinking that far. I guess they thought it looked good.
Guess so.
Why the fuck did they do Bebop and Rocksteady pretty much identical to the like cartoons in the comics?
That was in the second one, though.
Yeah.
Maybe they learned.
They didn't learn. The
Fix
turtles look the
turtles.
same.
Who gives a fuck? I don't even care if there's no continuity between the two films.
I have a
Fix it.
better question though.
Dope.
Don't.
Why would they want to remake Ben-Hur again?
Oh no.
In time.
Fuck.
Don't even
Because they
think
don't
about it.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it existed until I saw the stories about how it wasn't making money.
That's probably
Nobody's
it's probably
Brandon
wonder
named
if
by his
fucking
granddaughter a pony.
it's probably for the same reason that they're remaking Memento.
Which that is.
Wait, they're remaking Memento?
Yeah, they are.
It's been
That's been.
I need to watch that movie
for a while.
Also, they're doing, apparently, this is rumors, but apparently they're doing a Last of Us movie, and it's being done by the same studio who did the fucking Resident Evil movies.
Myself.
Yeah.
You're gonna give it to Paul W.S. Anderson? I'm not ready to believe that.
I've had
They
that
gave him
news
Alien
hanging in the
vs.
closet
Predator,
for
they
a
gave him
while now.
Resident
I'm
Evil,
gonna
why
bring it
not?
up.
You gave him Death Race. That's not. This game's gonna never.
Sir, you need permit. You need
No,
to get permission for that.
Death Race is enjoyably bad. Like all three of them.
Yeah.
I'd say more so 2 and 3 than 1.
Yeah, we
that's
watched
because
2
they're
and 3
really
recently.
incompetently made.
They're fun.
The saving grace for me for the first Death Race was Jason Statham, just because he plays Jason Statham in all of his movies.
Jason Statham's really
the mechanic
charismatic.
is bad. The mechanic was up.
There's a million bad Jason Statham movies.
And that had Ben
That's
Foster
most of his
and
filmography.
fucking Jason
Statham.
Statham.
and Ben Foster in the same fucking movie together, and they didn't make out once.
People been hitting me all my life. One day, I decided to hit back. It's not his accent at all, but
the promotional for Mechanic looked like I had seen the movie already.
yeah, that's exactly what people who cast Jason Statham want. Is they want to put him in the movie so that when they advertise and make the movie, people who have seen Jason Statham movies will look at it and go, I want to see another Jason Statham movie. I want to see exactly what I've already seen. That's the whole
Well, it was
point.
like, remember that one Liam Neeson movie where like he didn't remember his identity and stuff, and it was called like Unknown, and it was basically just taken.
Pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to make Liam Neeson into an action star, and he had like one decent action movie in him.
Yeah.
It's from the guy who's doing the fucking Liam Neeson action movies. Like, what was that shitty plane movie? Nonstop.
Nonstop.
Yeah. And
Nonstop was not the worst thing I've seen. Like Taking 2
wasn't,
and
but
3
it
was
was
much
really
worse than
dispensable, I
Nonstop.
guess.
I
Like,
swear.
Stop or like stop. Help.
Oh.
Wait.
There's
Like
another.
nonstop boredom.
By the
There's
way,
another movie.
Adam, was it you that posted on I think Twitter about like Avatar 5?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fucking real? Like,
Yeah.
are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
That's
they've
so
had the
stupid.
first 4 planned for a long time, but now 5 is listed, and I'm just like, for some reason that was the breaking point. It's like, I think I ranted about this in another stream. Like the main issue I have with it is like, you're investing so much money into these films when it like you're to make a sequel and several sequels based off of this. Everything that you have riding on all of this investment is based off of whether or not people still give a shit about the first movie that came out in 2009.
Yeah, and they don't. Already they don't.
They're filming all of these, like, or at least the first 4 back to back. So, like, if the second one doesn't succeed, like, they're fucked, basically.
Yeah, I can't. It might be a disaster. I mean, there's.
Adam, they're already
you won't make it like a shit movie, probably. But.
They're making an amusement park of it at Disney already. So
Oh shit!
They really want to make some money off of this.
They should have had Avatar 2 out by like 2013 or some shit.
Yeah, 4 years is good for a movie this scale.
I know, like we should be
fucking 7
reminded
years.
about it because right now, I don't think anybody gives a shit. Nobody's talking about Avatar.
Avatar's gonna get fucking choked right now with like Star Wars like dominating.
Yeah, like that's the big thing right now.
Because and to be fair, like the 7, we might have all different opinions. 7 was pretty decent as a movie, so much better than Avatar. Much better than Avatar. So
yeah.
Well, who says James Cameron's like even good? Sorry.
I mean, I love the behind the scenes of Titanic and how he made the movie, but the final product was just
Titanic's not that bad, I don't think.
He's got a bad track record though. He's made a lot of dumb decisions.
It's just because, like I said, the behind the scenes of Titanic is just fascinating. It's incredible the craft that went behind the movie, but the story itself and the characters was just like, oh my god!
I like to see it again. Half where you don't have to care about the characters, you can just watch a boat sink.
I don't not like it. You know, I haven't seen it in a long time, but
That might change though. Yeah.
No, I can't imagine. You know, I don't have super high expectations for the story, and I've seen it enough times when I was younger that I can pretty much remember almost everything that happens. And I've seen the whole Red Letter Media review on it, and I still like. I still don't feel. Yeah, I still don't feel like it's a bad movie. I don't like it. It's still enjoyable in my memory. I guess I'll have to see it again, but like I really enjoyed it, and I probably will not think that it's a work of genius, and I don't. But
do you know the behind the scenes story of the angry crew member who put PCP into the lobster stew?
Yes.
And hundreds of people just like threw up and shat themselves on set.
Yeah.
PCP or Epicac?
I think it literally put
Yeah,
PCP.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Interesting. Somebody was just mad?
Yeah, like an angry crew member because James Cameron's a dick.
That pretty much instantly secures that you're never going to work with any movie studio ever again.
Yeah. 50 people got hospitalized.
Jesus.
Do you want anything?
Adam. No, I got that. So you guys converse over that way.
Yeah.
Far away. Go.
Bye.
Bye,
Mark. We love you,
They'll be
Mark.
back.
Oh,
So-
bye, Mark.
Adam, you said that like one of your favorite movies was Antichrist, right?
Did I say that it was one of my favorite movies of all time? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I know you love it.
But I love the movie.
I think you said that in the Nymphomaniac review at one point.
Well,
Yeah.
I said it was one of the best openings to any movie ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
But I
you
still
saying it was
really,
one of your
I don't
favorite
know.
movies.
Like, it is a great movie.
Okay, because all that I was gonna ask is that like whenever I look it up, it always has like bad reviews. I was just gonna ask why do you think people would give like it's like
because
30% or
people
something.
don't rate movies based on what the intent of the director is. They rate movies based on what they would prefer to feel, and most people would not prefer to feel the emotions that the film wants them to feel, and they'll be like, oh, that was gross, or oh, that was unsettling, or whatever, and they get pissed off at it, and they go like, this was a bad movie because it was successful at making me feel the emotion that the director wanted me to feel. That's bullshit.
Yeah, there was there's oh sorry, yeah, you were gonna say something.
Oh no, I was just gonna say is that like because of like the bad reviews, like people don't want to watch it. Like also like, what's your opinion on like people that like see reviews and if it has a bad review, they don't watch the movie?
People are allowed to do whatever they want. I don't know. You have to weigh these things out for yourselves because there's plenty of reviews can influence my opinion. But I don't treat them as gospel. There's plenty of factors. So if I go, if there were bad reviews coming into a film that I knew was going to be like super challenging to an audience member, then I might be less likely to take those reviews as seriously. If there's great reviews for a movie that's fresh out of India, then I know that for a fact that it's going to be a shit movie anyway. So. You cannot trust movies with like an 8.3 rating if they're from India. You can't do it. You can't trust them. They're shit. They're all bad.
What about with
I agree with you, but like my mom, like whenever like I say that like I want to watch like this movie, it has like great reviews, and she's like, but reviews aren't everything. Like Cat in the Hat is a great movie, but it has bad reviews. Like,
so that's the thing, though, is like you have to be able to say how have reviews or whatever you want to use to determine what you think a movie would be before you see it. How do those factors usually line up with my own tastes? And if you're a person where every single one of your favorite movies of every year is the exact list of the Oscar nominations just by your own personal taste, then you're going to be likely to trust the Oscar nominations as something that you could use to find good movies. If every single movie you've ever loved lines up perfectly with Rotten Tomatoes, then you're going to want to use Rotten Tomatoes to determine your own films. And just like there's a lot of people who trust my opinions on films, and they're like, wow, any movie that Adam's ever liked, I like as well. There's a lot of people that genuinely have the same taste as me, and there's other people that are like, oh, you don't even have your own brain.
Complete opposite. To give you,
Yeah,
no, but
I'm
to give you an
mostly-
idea of like the complete spectrum of ideas that Adam is talking about right now. You're talking about one of you guys was talking about like their mom liking Jack and Jill. I showed to both of my parents our review of the 2014 list, and like they took notes of like the movies they wanted to see, because I was like, guys, just listen, because there's a couple of movies in here that I think you might like. And
yeah, it's never about like, hey, I enjoyed this whole 20-some movies, you should watch every single one of them.
No,
I should tell you about them. Yeah. Here's enough of a clip of information for you to see how what I said relates to the film, and for you to truly get a taste of it so that you know what it is, and you're able to judge for yourself whether or not it's something you would want to see.
Yeah,
right?
like
because sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. There's a movie came out recently, Imperium. I personally liked it, but a bunch of people are saying it's anti-white propaganda.
Cool.
Which
cool. I don't know.
Cool. It's not. It's not like it's like against the fucking KKK, but like anyone would be.
Oh, is that the Daniel Radcliffe one?
Yeah, the neo-Nazi one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why a lot of people would say that. There's a decent amount of people that just get like super offended whenever there's something that paints like white people specifically in a negative way. And I would have to say that like there's a you have to be reasonable about it in a way where like if you flipped races or flipped genders or whatever, if it's still racist or if it isn't or whatever, you know, like you should be able to make comparisons by just thinking outside the box and thinking like, what if I saw this applied to another race or another gender, et cetera, et cetera. Hey, Chris is here.
It's less about the race than it is about the group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's extremism found in plenty of places, right? So I always try to think, especially when relating it to films, like if it's about an event that happened and you're deciding to make a film on it, and as long as it isn't like, I don't know, I guess this one's a theoretical one, isn't it? Like this isn't even actually legitimately.
It's based on actual FBI investigation.
Oh, is it? Oh, an investigation. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is this? Like undercover. Daniel Radcliffe plays Nate Foster.
He plays Harry Potter.
Okay.
And he
Harry
decides
Potter,
to join
Harry
the
Potter.
KKK.
Harry Potter goes undercover in the KKK.
You weren't our friends.
Now he's a real wizard. Now he's the Grand Wizard. You're a wizard, Harry, and he totally it's an alternate timeline where he just totally misinterpreted Hagrid, and he was like, I am the Grand Wizard now.
I always
those pointy hats they're wearing makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I always thought that for an organization that takes themselves so seriously, just like name themselves the Grand Wizard. It's like
it's kind of funny. It's kind of
magical.
Funny.
It's serious because with a group that irrational and they take themselves so seriously, it's kind of funny to see them choose a name like that.
Kind of any.
It's like Scientology.
Well, yeah, I mean, like any group that decides to have cult-like secret meetings and shit like that, it's usually filled with a lot of people that are, you know, compensating for something missing in their lives, or just really need to feel like a sense of purpose or
Some people
a sense
just want
of.
to be wizards.
Yeah, I don't know. Can't
That's
pretend
what
to
that
like fully understand them.
But yeah,
Speaking of Daniel Radcliffe, has anyone else here seen Swiss Army Man yet?
I want to.
I will be seeing that.
I saw it. It's like I'm not entirely sure what Adam will think, but it's like it'll either be it's between a 5 or 7 for you, I'd say.
I'm unsure what I'll think also.
It's not like it's I'd say it's pretty decent, but there's some technical problems, I'd say,
Oh,
and
okay.
some of it just feels like unspecial. Like, how do I say? Like, it just feels like I've heard this before, and like I know this.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm
I'm looking forward to it.
I want to see it because like it seems whether or not the movie's good, it's certainly a sort of a novelty. Like
It's
how many
very
movies?
It doesn't look like every other movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And that's enough of a selling point for me to want to watch it.
Yeah.
It's got really nice atmosphere actually in the forest and all that
interesting.
stuff.
From the directors of the Turn Down for What music video, like that's something
Really?
that will make me.
What?
Yeah, it's the same
That actually
directors.
makes sense with like the
Shame.
ragdoll physics.
Really?
That's kind of
I
funny.
didn't know that. Fuck.
Have they done anything else like notable at least?
No, like I think this is their
I
first
think, yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I remember watching a featurette or something. They were talking about like how they wanted to make it like experimentally or something. Like they weren't even sure, and they showed the script to Daniel Radcliffe. He's like, "I'll do it," and they were like, "Oh." He's like, "Yes, I would love to. I need to be this farting corpse."
He seems kind
To
of
be fair,
eccentric and
I
fun
would
in
take
real
that
life.
role.
It
Have any of
does
you seen?
seem
No,
like an
sorry.
interesting role. No,
Have any of you seen London Road?
no.
So I saw like an advanced screening of it, and it's based off of a musical where these 5 prostitutes were murdered in this town in England, and they took the live interviews of people and turned them word for word into like a musical, like a musical numbers.
What?
And so they made the movie. I think it actually was at TIFF last year, but it's coming out in September, and like Tom Hardy has a cameo in it, and it was really interesting.
Sorry, what's this called? Marley and Me?
No, London Road.
London Road.
Yeah, it's not amazing, but it's really interesting. I'll give it a look.
5.3 out of 10 on IMDb.
What a
Yeah,
glowing
I was a
score.
little reluctant from that, but watching it, just the way it's kind of cleverly done.
Tom Hardy.
He's in it for like 5 seconds, but
He's in movies.
1 out of 10.
Sorry. What?
Who?
Oh shit. This is this guy directed. Yeah, I think I tried to watch Broken. I didn't like it. Yeah, this is the same director. But whatever. I added it to my watch list anyway, so I'll see it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Adam, I wanted to
Yes.
ask you something. What do you think of Blade Runner? Like, have you seen it?
I've seen it a long time ago, and so I would like to see it again before like completely forming my opinions on it. But from what I remember,
Also, before
there's a lot that I
Villeneuve-
appreciated about it.
Also, yeah, before Villeneuve's version is coming out.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I don't know if I So it's not a remake. It's like a sequel or something.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
sequel.
it's a sequel.
Okay.
Because Harrison
So
Ford.
yeah, I'll wanna watch the original for sure again. I forget. There's like 6 different cuts of that movie or some shit.
You need to.
I
You
think
need
the
to
final
get
cut is the
the.
best.
You need to get
You
the
need the
final
final
cut.
The final
Yeah,
cut.
final
Yeah,
cut.
that Blu-ray.
I thought that, like the regular director's cut was the best.
Yeah.
I'll just watch all 4.
Everyone
Watch
says the
every one
final
of them.
cut's the
Yeah,
best
let's do a Blade Runner marathon and watch all 4 cuts.
I would do that.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure.
I haven't seen any cuts, so that would be interesting.
Adam,
so
have you seen the Schindler's List?
Yes.
It's like when I watched it, I didn't even know like the actors in it were like real Holocaust like survivors, and I also didn't know it was like by Steven Spielberg, and like I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's a weird.
It really
film for
surprised
him
me.
to tackle, especially. But yeah, I very much enjoyed it. However, I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been like Terry Gilliam, or was it? Yeah, when he was talking about Schindler, or was it like Michael Haneke, or who was it? There was somebody
Michael
talking
Haneke.
about. Did he talk? Was he the one talking about
No, it was
Fryer? Terry
Terry.
Gilliam?
It was
Okay.
Terry Gilliam. Terry Gilliam was like saying like how too happy it was at the end. or
Yeah,
something like
I
that,
remember.
like a bit
I remember
too
watching
uplifting.
Terry Gilliam's take on it, and I agree with him in that sense. Although, I mean, anybody should have the freedom to make whatever movie they want to make. But Spielberg, I mean, in general, does kind of have this whole things
really
need to be
whimsy
like
guy.
wrapped up in this neat package kind of
Yeah.
thing. That's kind of his.
I think Schindler's
I
List was
really
not
like
as
the movie
insulting as
also.
it was like for Minority Report, which like that was just what
No, Steven Spielberg just doesn't know how to end movies. Like, but like Lincoln, if he had ended Lincoln 3 minutes earlier, it would have been a fine ending. And then it's like, no, we have to show him dying.
There's an extra headphones right there too.
What I was gonna say is that like I feel like the death scenes in Schindler's List were like really real.
No spoilers,
Like
please.
I wonder how like they did it.
No spoilers. I didn't want to know that anybody died.
I guess
I didn't know where he was going with it.
Holocaust
Okay.
denier.
I know. I'm just kidding.
I
How
mean,
dare
despite
you
everything,
tell me
I
that
think,
people died in the
Schindler's List is pretty
Holocaust?
good.
Oh my god, it's so news.
Holocaust, more like Lolocaust. Am I right, ladies?
Oh,
Ooh.
I saw like a thing where like
Too soon.
somebody photoshopped Roller Coaster Tycoon 3's poster and it said like
Holocaster.
Holocaster 3. I don't know.
Sounds like a name I'd give something in Game Dev Tycoon.
Oh shit! What up?
Somebody's echoing.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah,
turn
yeah,
down
too.
your volume or put on
I
headphones.
can hear you, and I haven't put the headphones on yet.
Might be me.
Oh,
Hey.
hey, what's up?
Have any of you
Uh,
seen The Hunt for the Wilder People?
No, but I want to.
It's very entertaining. It's
Yeah, I almost regret having missed that in theaters.
I would check it out. It's very it's kind of like what's his name, Taika Waititi, his version of Moonrise Kingdom in a way, minus the like.
Interesting. No, yeah, I know. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for that for like the
Are you gonna watch
video
Thor
release or
Ragnarok?
whatever. Am I gonna watch what?
Thor Ragnarok, because Waititi's directing that.
Oh shit!
Wait, really? Yeah, you didn't know
Yeah,
that?
who's directing again? Sorry.
Search up Thor Ragnarok on IMDb. It's directed by Waititi.
Oh my god.
Oh no, yeah, I think I knew that.
Well, I mean, it's Marvel, so it's pretty much irrelevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
they
you
like
It can be
don't
directed by the
really,
studio.
you don't get what you want. Yeah.
He's such an awesome guy because I was reading an article about how he was hiring Aboriginal crew members
Jesus.
from Australia because they're like filming in Australia and like they're hiring like Aboriginals, which is really like difficult to happen. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of bullshit that happens with Aboriginals and how they get treated in Australia. So he's such an awesome guy for making that like a priority. I think it's cool. But
And it makes
I
more
wanted to
sense as
also
well.
ask. I also wanted to ask: has anyone seen What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I
Which
have
is
it.
which is part of the reason why I want to see the Wilder People.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it. It's so good.
Yeah, it was great.
I thought it was really good.
I bought it
Yeah.
on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
I
have
just
a question.
remembered because you guys were talking about Twin Peaks. Will you guys do a Deadly Premonition playthrough on Adam Place?
We started.
Oh, you started it?
We
Yeah.
started it. We
Oh,
got,
I saw you trying to start
Last
it.
Sunday.
But then, like,
No, and then
Wait.
it was and then later in the day we revisited it. And by later
Oh,
in the day
man,
I mean
that's-
like 1 in.
okay,
Nice.
okay, maybe I shouldn't have been. watching
So we started it. We got to like we're still I forget how the game's organized. There's like chapters and levels or something. We're in like we passed level 1-3 or something. Like the
Oh.
chapter 1 level 3
we got
or
the steel
whatever.
mill. That's like where we ended it.
We hid in the closet.
Then we came out. I came out of the closet.
ha ha ha.
And that's about where we ended it.
What?
Your life.
And so we'll continue it maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We might be playing something else tomorrow, but we started Deadly Premonition.
Hot.
Wheat.
So Adam,
Yes.
I saw on your IMDb, there's a movie you gave, Death of Batman. I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
You should watch. It's on YouTube. You should
Batman.
watch it.
Batman
It's
gets
on
raped.
YouTube. The Death of Batman.
Let me look it up.
It's great.
Look
What
out
was it
right now.
about anyway?
Oh, it's great.
Well, obviously the
I don't
Death
want to
of
give any
Batman.
spoilers.
Well, just a
Oh,
general
Batman's supporting
synopsis.
the
So
writings of
if you
the
could
third
imagine, so you know how like the if you could imagine somebody living out their like extremely
Sexual.
specific perverse
Uh,
sexual fantasy
Oh,
involving
God.
like butt fucking Batman while he's on heroin, but they pretend as though it's like a legitimate film, but it's secretly just a way to live out their bizarre fetish.
That right there was a combination of words I did not expect to see.
I think I just found I just found the movie on YouTube, and one of the comments is,
I put it in the
"Fuck
chat.
you, Mark English, you cuck." Thanks a lot.
Mark talks about it all the time because it's his
I don't
fetish
think
too.
anybody would know about this if it wasn't for me. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those one times where I can take the credit for something.
Oh yeah.
This was a video that I watched way back in like 2007. And guess what? Unfortunately, the version you watch on YouTube is an edited version. I wish, like, back in the day, I had no idea how to copy and like archive something. But there's a version where the rape scene is literally the entire screen, but this new edited version, they limit it to like a bit in the corner, like a tiny window in the corner, and they tried to pass it off as something else. There was literally like a rape scene that lasted like a good like minute and a half, and it was the full screen. Yeah, in slow motion while like an orchestral like synth like music played. And it was brilliant. It was one of the best movies I've ever seen, and I think it's an artistic achievement. It's a great artistic choice. Batman high on heroin while getting fucked in the ass by a random junkie is amazing. There's a lot of emphasis on his dick as well, like his crotch area, like the
He tases his penis.
He's like, how do you like that, Batman?
He Eastons him.
Sorry.
Jesus. How would you tase Batman?
I know,
It's
and
a
he
fucking
does.
suit.
I know.
Fucking suit.
It's a great question, and like Batman, you know, he's been doing his thing for so long, killed so many villains, pretty much been the savior of the city, and some of them died.
He didn't expect a hobo with heroin.
No, yeah,
He forgot his bat.
the one thing that stops him, a
Forgot
taser,
his bat
because
cup.
none of the other villains had thought to use a taser before. He was like, man, this suit can protect against just about anything except a taser. I hope none of the villains find that out.
Yeah, like he
Somebody
walks
figured
in the
it
city
out,
like
and
all
they're
the
like-
time. Doesn't he expect like somebody to have like a self-defense taser or something to like taser him, not knowing who he is?
Clearly, no one has had one up to this point.
An
So
old lady just has a can of
never
pepper
occurred.
spray. Yeah.
It's the one thing that slipped everybody's mind.
I'd like to see
What's
Bruce.
really sad is
Also, Mark, how is life as a neo-Nazi?
Oh, it's actually incredible when you know the truth. When you finally woken up and like open your eyes to the truth. I mean,
He's
you
friends with
realize
Daniel Radcliffe.
statistically and objectively, subjectively, the white is the more superior race. We're smarter. We accomplish more. We were in ancient Egypt. That's what movies have taught me. We're just, you know what? We've done things better. We built the pyramids. Sorry.
He's taken the Reich pill.
Nice.
Politically, I'm far right.
I was hoping you weren't gonna make that fucking joke.
I heard there's like this movie on YouTube, which I think it was like made by like a crazy Republican, where it's like about no, I think it was Muhammad, and there's like sex scenes of like Muhammad fucking children or
Are
something.
we talking about the
Is
one where the
Benghazi movie? Hashtag Benghazi, bro.
I don't remember the name of it, but you could probably find it. It's
no,
like
it was this big
band movies.
controversy. There were clips of it on.
Yeah, that was
YouTube
that
or
was the
something.
movie that the U.S. government said was the reason for the attacks that happened at Benghazi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't crazy. It wasn't just like
Holy
the
shit.
Benghazi movie, you know.
That's funny. Yeah.
Shay, what do you think of? Oh, sorry.
What do you think of?
Shay, what'd you think of Finding Dory?
I don't think he watched it.
I haven't even tried yet.
I thought you loved Pixar.
Yeah.
Pixar is brainwashing our children to accept kikes.
Whoa.
That
Whoa.
that. You know, that wasn't a quote.
You never know what you're gonna get here.
Don't you?
You never know.
remix?
Life's like a box of chocolates.
You never know when you're gonna get tasered and raped by a junkie.
But who's the real criminal here?
Always be on the lookout.
Could happen at any time.
Batman was just dressing too sexy.
He was.
I
See
love
what
that
he's
guy.
wearing?
Yeah.
Actually, no joke. I
Did
think
you
that's
see his crotch bulge?
I actually think that's what the director was trying to like get across too. It's like
There's a
like
bug in the room.
something suddenly like very fetishy about Batman.
What? Pardon
like-
me. What did you just say?
Mark's trying to say whenever he watches Batman, he gets a massive erection.
I'm trying to justify
That
it.
is Joel Schumacher.
I have not seen Angel.
Yeah, no.
Egg.
See, that's the thing. See, the thing is like, okay, he's wearing the Michael Keaton Batman costume, but it's just like
the nipple.
Oh, is that the one with the bat nips?
No, that's the
no,
dude
yeah,
who
that's
through
the-
that.
Oh, no.
it's actually you know what's funny is it's actually a really decent costume that they use in the fan film.
Well, that's because they
Terrible.
rented it, probably.
Oh no, it gets like ripped up. It looks like, and there's like
Oh,
shit all over it.
They
He
bought
cuts
it
a hole in the
from
butthole.
Wait, the guy that's raping her has a scat fetish? What?
Whoa. What?
Well,
How did you
I
make that
mean,
conclusion?
he
he
shit on
keeps him
him.
like tied up for a week, and there's no. I mean, he's in the suit the entire time.
Oh.
So
Maybe-
I mean, there has to be some poop leakage going down to his
Oh,
shoes,
my
I
God.
guess.
Did he cut a hole in the cape?
I don't know,
You see
maybe-
the cape, but he's like, fuck, you know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Awesome.
maybe
Maybe he was dry humping.
No, maybe he cut a poop hole.
I think it was rape.
We're thinking about this way too much.
No,
It's
this is something that needs to be thought about.
It is an impactful film
So-
that will leave you thinking about it for ages.
So what he does is he's
See
like,
it now.
Put me on the
you need to
DVD.
More
experience
impactful
what
than the
I.
Emoji movie.
Yeah, he's like, you have to experience what I experienced in prison. He's like, it's like I got a heroin addiction, and so he like fucking injects Batman with heroin, and he's like, yeah, you like that? And he like injects his dick too, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna. And he's like, we're gonna fuck, and then
Is
he
this
like,
all through the suit?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, he literally puts
Guy
surgery
has
in
surgical
his
precision.
Who made this movie?
A
I know.
genius.
Amazing man.
His name, like, fucking. Hold on. I looked it up on IMDb. and His name is,
Oh,
like, really
God.
fucking weird.
Like,
Also, the actor for Batman was in 3 X-Files episodes, it appears,
nice.
as Pilot in Guard Number 1. He played
The
Pilot
death
in
of
2
Batman.
episodes.
Donald Lawrence Flaherty.
Batman needs to watch Derek Savage as a gun self-defense.
For women.
That's no.
Knife.
Knife protection.
Batman is a black transgender woman, don't you know?
He is now.
It's the new remake.
He's a pansexual,
and we're
gender-fluid.
delivering it.
James the Goat, is that you?
Okay, so
Is
there.
that sexual?
I got it.
I was looking in the fucking Death. Yes. Oh, okay. So one of the actors in Death of Batman was also in The Human Race.
Nice.
Also,
Apparently,
Death Grips.
yeah, I heard some death grips happen.
Yeah, that was in...
you tell him the fun facts.
Apparently, Christian Bale's sister was in it.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I've yet to verify this, but a lot of comments on YouTube are saying.
Louise Bale, credited on IMDb
She
as Miss
plays
Wayne.
She plays the mother of Bruce Wayne.
Wait, so do they kill Batman's fucking parents in that movie as well?
This is
Also, when you were talking about the death of Batman, I thought you were talking about like that fan comic that they made where like instead of the parents dying, like Batman dies or something.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about that.
Flashpoint.
Holy shit.
And then his parents become vigilante crime fighters.
His
Guys,
dad does.
look at
It's called the Bat Parents.
His mom fucking becomes Joker for some reason.
Yeah, it's Flashpoint comics. By the way, guys, look at this guy's fucking
That's
IMDb
sexist.
profile picture. My goodness, that's the director of the Death of Batman.
Yeah.
I hope he has a good picture.
Oh,
Wow.
baby.
He's a baby!
That explains so much.
It was directed by a baby. The Death of Batman. He's the writer.
Well, I'll keep this page open.
Death of Cuck Baby.
Well, how would he do this?
By the way, Adam, I actually have...
Yes?
Go
for it.
I have a question. A few streams ago, you were talking about the Amazing Gay Fest, which is not... I'm not going to touch that because I know you don't want to talk about
Thank
it.
you.
But, I was wondering if you're okay with talking about your opinions on the other really opinion extremist guy named Mr. Repsion, because I just watched the I Hate Furries video he made and I saw your comments. So I was really
well,
curious.
I think my comment's pretty self-explanatory on that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
don't really
video
think
was
I
so
don't really
bad.
feel like I need to go
Well,
into it any
Adam
further.
commented on a-
Wasn't Repsion the one that got raped or something?
Yeah.
Let's not take the conversation in that direction.
That's
Only
a bit
Ray Milato's
sensitive.
in Batman.
Let's change the topic.
Hey, so has anyone
Sure.
seen Hush?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I
Overrated.
actually saw that.
Yeah,
The
how is
Batman
that?
comic?
Totally overrated.
I don't know what that is.
I feel like that movie would be better if it was entirely in the deaf person's perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting too.
I couldn't really tell if it was. Like,
I watched it with
good.
some friends because like somebody on Rabbit because like one of them wanted to watch it or something.
But the score was shit. Like, especially the, not to spoil anything, the ending theme is horrible. It sounds very garage bandy.
Oh.
I feel like
I
that
don't know.
movie was like too happy. I don't know.
What?
Like it felt really unrealistic.
I haven't even
I mean,
seen
it's
it.
a horror movie. That's most horror movies are, but like, I don't know.
I don't even know what you're talking about because I haven't seen it.
It's about a
It's
blind
basically
girl.
a deaf person gets assaulted by
Definitely.
like a serial killer.
I like this.
In like the middle of the woods in her house.
But then
Yeah.
there's something that happens halfway through that kind of like sacrifices the tension without giving anything away, and it kind of ruins it. I don't know.
I don't know anything about it. Not gonna lie.
I thought it was okay. I didn't think
It's
it was
all right. Yeah.
But I thought it had some good ideas, but at the same time, kind of I think from a technical
I'm gonna look this
aspect,
up.
like the movie was like pretty good, like the cinematography and the sound design and stuff. But the acting was a bit like and the story like I don't know. It's like your casual like slasher film.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't expect to
It's a
get
case
this
of
great
people,
story.
people hyping it up way too much just
Sorry,
because it's
what's
an
the
average horror
synopsis?
movie.
Just
Yeah,
because like
exactly.
the person's
I think
black.
they're talking about the
I mean,
2016 one.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Hush?
2016 one.
Yeah.
2016 what? Hush?
This
Hush?
poster
Hush.
is
I don't know why the
I
IMDb thing isn't
I
like.
don't even know. That's why I asked
Yeah.
the synopsis. Like,
It's got
Somebody
like,
breaks into this deaf person's house and then
what?
shit happens.
Yeah, and like
No.
she lives in the middle of the
That's
woods,
funny.
and he's a
Yeah,
deaf writer.
exactly.
He tries to go like
Blind person and deaf.
on Netflix. It says she wants a solitary life, and then this guy comes around. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna fuck with this deaf girl now in the middle of the woods."
Yeah,
And we're gonna
his,
film it.
His motivations were so like ambiguous. Like
I didn't realize that
he just turned up to the house and he's like, "Hey, I want to fucking kill you," and
Yeah, but
I
he's
don't
the
know.
same actor from 10 Cloverfield Lane. He's the other guy in the chamber, or not, whatever.
Oh, the
basement.
bearded guy.
Oh, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that yet.
Yeah, see it and then stop it before the last 20 minutes, and then you're good.
All right,
That's what I
thanks.
did 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Also, like in that movie, there were like some scenes of it where like there was supposed to be like serious, but I just couldn't stop laughing at them.
like the crossbow stuff. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was kind of stupid.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Hush also has that dude from Battlestar Galactica who looked kind of like Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay, wait. Adam, Merrick,
Yes.
and Chris. What
Chris?
is your? Sorry. Okay, whatever.
Dave.
What are you guys' favorite Death Grips album?
So
Bloody
Black
Store
Into the
and the first one that I forget the title of.
Ex-military.
Yeah, those are my two favorite, and I have still yet to give a good listen to their newest one, but I got the
Bottomless
vinyl.
Pit.
And I'll be.
I listened
I'll
to
be
them all. They're all
listening to it.
great. I recommend
Actually,
them
I
all.
also I like fuck, what is it called?
Bars That Be.
Yes, I like that one a lot too.
The one that has like the scratched up blue light thing on the cover.
Yes. Yeah, I like that
Yeah,
one a
that
lot.
one. That's Powers That Be. My favorite one is the Money Star 2. I think it's a great album.
Yeah, I like that one.
I think that Bottomless Pit might be my favorite of theirs, just because like it takes all the different ideas they tried in the other ones and just sort of puts them together.
I feel like Bottomless
like
Pit
it when
was
you
like
do that.
good, but it was more like it was pretty like I don't know how to explain it, but I
No,
don't think it's like the
probably
best
their most accessible album. Like you could play it in a public
Yeah.
place, you wouldn't be totally weirded out.
Yeah, like the first song, it's like it's not that Death Gripsy, you know? Like,
Yeah, with the female vocals and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't think of many Death Grip songs that you could play in a public place without like offending.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody around you.
I think that maybe Get God doesn't have that many
Yeah,
lyrics.
Get God definitely.
Acceptable as like
Yeah.
offensive or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of
It's not,
bands, I
not
watched
super accessible.
Also, I started
Sorry.
listening to Government
It's
Plates
fine.
more. I
Yeah.
really like the first song.
Yeah, that one's a grower for sure.
Yeah, that's most of that album. I think is like a little not too accessible, but
Yeah, that album is like pretty Death Grip's like pretty weird, but like I don't know. I really like the sounds of it.
Shay, what's your sorry?
No, I was just saying the Government Plates songs translate really well to a live setting.
Oh yeah, Shay, what's your least favorite film of all time?
Anything by Pixar?
Single least favorite.
Yeah.
Wait, what movie?
I don't know. Wally's got to be up there. I think Wally's pretty bad.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I think I've seen a couple of pretty bad ones. The second Star Trek movie is pretty bad.
Which one?
That's what I've heard.
Oh.
Into
Into
Dankness. Humans are fat. Nature's not.
Actually, you know what? The movie that we just saw was pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what movie?
But you
No, it
can't.
wasn't that
That's
bad.
yeah. You're exaggerating.
The new Evil Dead movie is legitimate.
Didn't people say that was good?
Arguably, yeah, the Evil Dead
That was pretty
Yeah.
is
People
probably
say a
one
lot
of
of
the
things
worst
are
movies.
bad. People say a lot of things are good. Shay, what's your favorite movie of all time?
Toy Story.
I don't know.
Toy
I probably
Story.
don't have one favorite.
Cars 2.
Right up there.
A Car's
3.
Life.
There.
Line, you said?
A Cuck's Life.
Right up there with Shrek.
Shrek 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
Casablanca.
Shrek movies.
Hoodwink.
yeah?
Shrek 3 is the shit. I love
by
Shrek
the way,
the
does anybody
Third,
know
Shrek
if
3.
the movie Don't Breathe is good?
We were talking
We
about,
talked about
yeah,
that earlier.
kind of.
Oh, sorry. I joined in late.
Oh, no worries.
That's,
It was bad, but enjoyable.
Like,
Unfortunately,
enjoyably
the first 2/3 of the film are just literally everything that happened in the trailer, except kind of worse than the trailer. There are some satisfying payoff moments that are just ridiculous and kind of funny and shock value. But mostly it was really dumb and had a lot of logical issues that could have been fixed easily, but the director has some sort of a issue with logic. I think logic killed his mother when he was a small child, and he does not wish to include logic in his films.
Is that line in the cookie?
So are you saying if you don't watch the trailer, it's pretty like decent, or are you saying like?
Well, I mean, the trailer's better than the movie.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Also,
the exact same thing that happened with Evil Dead.
I don't know. I wanted
Something
to
that I
see
was
it.
gonna say that like if I almost forgot to say it, but I think that like Death Grips could like make like a good soundtrack to like a movie about like a psychopath or something.
Maybe.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Well, and Fashion Week, they build it as like a soundtrack to something, but it was never a soundtrack to anything.
It was just instrumental.
By the way, did you notice that like the letters like say like Jenny
Yes.
Depp one?
Yep.
Everybody and their grandmother noticed.
I didn't even notice when I first saw it. I was like, what?
Well, yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how they, in order to do that, they had several songs on the album that had the same title.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to listen to this song. Oops. It's the other one with the exact same title.
Well, at least they named it like 2 or 3, so that at least it's different.
Did they?
Yeah, they did. On iTunes.
Oh. Maybe
it's on
iTunes did that
iTunes?
automatically.
Yeah, I imagine.
Oh,
yeah,
Adam,
they do that. Yeah.
Adam, I want to do a
Fashion Week-
personally. Sorry, what were you saying?
Also, I found it weird that Ex-Military is not on iTunes.
It
Well,
was like
because of copyright.
It was technically a mixtape.
Oh, copyright.
Well, because they included samples, and although, like, if they were to officially... So right now they have it for free on their website to download.
Oh, they do?
But they're not selling it. If they were to sell it, there apparently were like CDs and tapes and maybe even a vinyl that got released of that for a very short
vinyl-
time.
I know the
And
vinyl.
now it's
is
like one of
used,
the
but I don't-
rarest fucking things in the world, worth like thousands of dollars or some shit.
Holy shit.
But
yeah, I really wanted to vinyl, and then I saw that like it was rare.
well,
so-
yeah, I mean, I
like
think
vinyls
maybe
and
they
shit.
got some legal threats, and whereas yes, they could take it to court, and they very well it could be determined as a fair use. It's I mean, like it's kind of besides the point that going to court over something like that is kind of a lose-lose situation anyway. Like if you don't have millions, billions of dollars, like why would you want to waste all that time and energy and effort going to court when you can literally just be like, okay, here, it's free. And this is a band that puts all their shit on YouTube anyway, right?
Also, a comment that I found weird is that like some people started like saying that like Death Grips is like not music. That like it's not music. Like,
they
Mars music and shit.
People
They're
do
just
say that
different.
about a lot of things.
Luke, you were gonna ask something, I think.
Was I?
Oh, no, I was
remember.
saying
Somebody
I
was.
I
was,
wanted
I
to,
think.
I
Oh,
want
maybe
to,
it was Robert.
Thank you for recommending to see Nerve on your Twitter because it was incredible.
I'm glad you liked it.
I love Nerve.
It's really good. When
It was
you
really
turn
funny.
your brain on.
But it just,
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna watch that with my mom.
Please do.
I'm waiting for a home release because I think it would be good YMS review material.
Yes.
It's one of those things where
Oh.
it's so exploitable that
There's
I
so much
Adam,
wrong
are you
with it.
gonna do another like movie scene party like you did with the Neo Breen movies?
maybe for like
Yeah, 'cause
It was
I don't
hilarious.
know.
Yeah, that
well,
was great.
It was, yeah. I mean, like there was like a point that I wanted to make about it in a sense, and I wanted to, do something different with it.
You know what? It'd be cool.
I'm sorry, I'm asking too many questions. Somebody else.
I
go.
feel bad about Nerve because if anyone watches like Casey Neistat or like his vlogs and stuff,
He's a cameo in it.
like yeah, no,
Wait,
exactly.
He does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why does that make it worse though? What
No,
about the
it's
cameo?
just because like no, I was.
It's
in
kinda
his
funny.
Vlogs,
Yeah.
In his vlogs, he like meets the filmmakers and like everyone who made it, and they all seem like really nice people. But then the movie is just like really terrible.
I'm sure Hitler seemed like
I
a really
feel
nice
bad.
person too.
Actually, he was actually reported to be like very gentlemanlike and like very like he would like host.
So basically, what I'm saying is those directors are Hitler.
Yes.
Obviously.
Guess so.
So
Hitler. We have Keith.
I know, but I just feel bad.
is Casey Neistat? Is he? Did he start vlogging with like no followers and then work his way up, or like did he have something?
Apparently, he like started recording with like really shit like cameras, and then because of the following he got after it, he bought all these expensive
Like
cameras.
I'm just wondering
No.
what brought
And, like-
him up to this point.
So basically in like 2000 he moved to New York and then he started like doing videos for people like this artsy stuff and installations and he got a lot of fame before YouTube. So he kind of built like a little company, but then he started making videos for companies and he did a lot of producing and feature films and stuff and then
He's
he
got
started
good
making
production value for a
and
vlog
then-
channel. So
Yeah, and he started making like little short films, and he made like a lot of those. So he had like about 500,000 subscribers, and then he started daily vlogging, like with
yeah.
Okay,
He's got like the production value, and he obviously spends time on it.
He works hard. He works really hard.
I can see why it's sellable, even if I don't personally like it, because I don't really watch vlog channels at all.
Yeah,
like I watch
good.
commentary channels sometimes, but like vlog channels not so much.
I heard like some people like saying that Casey Neistat like camera work like it's like really dangerous or something like that. That like he almost died one time.
because like
Because he's on a skateboard or what?
Yeah, he's on a skateboard. He does drone, like drones. He does like drone shots on his skateboard. So while
What
he's
the
like
fuck?
riding,
Yeah.
while he's
What
riding
the
his
hell?
skateboard,
What's the point?
He'll have like the drone and he'll film himself riding the skateboard, like with his drone controller in one hand
kinda
and like
funny.
a boosted board like thing in the other. It's kind of hilarious. It's
Also, there's like apparently like a fail compilation on YouTube, and like apparently it's supposed to be like really funny, but I couldn't find it.
Did you guys see the Nerdwriter video on like his style and just like kind of
on Nystat?
Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
post
I didn't see it. Nerdwriter's
interesting.
been pumping out videos like crazy.
Yeah.
He's such a good. I love his videos. They're so good.
I keep
I like him.
Yeah, no,
I'm not like in love with him, but I like him.
I like him, but I keep mistaking him for Wisecrack for some reason, and I realize that I hate one of those, and I love the other. Figure out which one it is. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. I don't know. I love essay channels. Like, I just get addicted to his videos. Like, I could watch them all day. Especially
as much as
film
sorry.
stuff.
As much as I like him, I will never get over the line from his Inside Out review where he said, oh fuck, what did he say? He said, This is one of the best examples of filmmaking and one of the best movies ever made, and I have the tears to prove it. And I was just like, that's a subjective response, and you're trying to apply that to it, and like a measurable response.
Sometimes he wants to say something a lot deeper than what the point he's trying to make is.
But that was a really I laughed out loud when I heard that line.
Yeah.
And you guys already know my thoughts on Inside Out. I like the guy.
Exactly.
But that line was really funny to me.
If I might just say, in the past couple of weeks,
What are you doing? Sorry, finish your question, then we'll.
In the past couple of weeks, I went to go see the remastered version of Barry Lyndon by Stanley Kubrick in London, and I went with 4 friends who'd never seen it before. And on the way there, I got really worried because I know I really like it, but it's reputed as the most boring film. And when we came out during the intermission, because there was one, my friends came out and said, one of them came out and said, "Is that a new film?" And I was like, "No, it's 40 years old." So that was
interesting.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I thought it was like really refreshing that films would be made like this now."
That's kind of funny.
But no,
yeah, it's still yet
no
to
chance. Yeah, because the shots are just so long, and it's such long takes. And when I saw it, like obviously at home on a TV, it didn't really make sense, some of the scenes, why they were so long, but there are really subtleties that you have to see on a giant screen to make sense.
They're laughing at a video. They're not laughing at you. In case
I'm glad.
They're watching some. Can you like show me this later?
Is it the death of Batman?
No.
They're watching a video.
I accidentally pressed play, and then I couldn't stop watching.
Show it to me later. I'll watch it on the big screen.
Well, what's the name of it?
I don't know what you're. I don't even know what they're fucking
You'll
watching.
find it there. Go check
Is it on my
Adam.
my subreddit? Okay.
Go check out the subreddit for Adam, and you'll see it. It's great. It's the top post, apart from all the ads.
Okay.
It's like
I know. I think I own it. I've got the Masterpiece Collection Blu-ray, and that has it on it, right?
But is
Or
that
does
the collection of Kubrick's?
Yeah, the big
Oh,
rectangle.
Yeah,
I think I know.
It's got all of them except for Paths of Glory.
Which I already have on Criterion anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, I just sort of wanted to say that I thought that like seeing it in the cinema, like I was gonna go see it anyway because because I love that film, and the fact that my friends enjoyed it was like a great compliment to the film, I think, considering it's meant to be.
I watched do you know Akira Kurosawa's Ran? I watched that in the
I
big
know of it.
I watched it on the big screen, and I watched it with my mum and my sister, and I was like during the film I was like looking like to them to see their reaction, and they looked back at me and they're like, "This is so boring." I'm like, "No, it's awesome. It's so much fun." And they're like, "No, why the fuck did we pay $16 each to watch this fucking movie?" I'm like, "Please, just please like the movie." And then afterwards, they're like, "That's the most boring piece of shit." And I'm like, "It's supposed to be artistic, you know? It's samurais." And they're just like, fuck off, Adam. Like, you're a fucking idiot."
Wait, what movie?
Akira Kurosawa's Ran. I love it. I think it's such a great film, and I think all the cinematography is great and everything like that. And some people say like the acting is a bit over the top. If you haven't seen it, I don't really know how to like describe it, but
it's something that I will be seeing.
Yeah, it's. I think it's one of Kurosawa's really good movies. I watched Seven Samurai.
I also watched Seven Samurai.
I thought that was a really amazing movie. I really loved that one. Yeah.
Would you consider that the acting was overrated considering the culture or like the other like Japanese films? Because I don't think it is.
Acting was very different back then too.
Yeah, exactly.
Acting in general was like people had only ever done theater where you have to project your voice, you know, and then film comes in and people are like, oh, this is acting still. You get a bunch of theater actors together and it's like, oops, it looks kind of weird. It looks like they're trying to project their voice while they're having a normal conversation, you know.
Have any of you seen Lady Snowblood?
No.
It's
I don't know what this
pretty. It's Criterion. It's what Kill Bill's based off of.
I thought Kill Bill was based off of several things.
Oh no, I mean you know what I mean. There's a whole like that montage that shows every single like influence he has, but it's like the major Oren Ishii stuff.
Oh shit.
It's based off Lady Snowblood.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that.
And then
Fuck, I want to watch Kill Bill again so bad. I
want to see the whole bloody affair because I heard that's even better.
Kill Bill might be my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie, if not.
I agree with you completely. I fucking love both those movies like extremely, especially the crazy '88 scene. Every time I think about it, I'm just
the soundtrack is so fucking good. The soundtrack is so
I've gifted
good.
people with the soundtrack. It's like you need this.
Yeah.
Have it.
Has anyone here seen Yellow Submarine?
No.
Yeah,
I haven't. The animated, yeah.
Yeah, we just saw it a few days ago. That was a lot of fun.
I think I saw it years ago.
No, it's the episode of the Magic School Bus where they go underwater and it turns into a yellow submarine, and then all the kids turn into fish eggs and get jizzed on by the male fish.
Wasn't that salmon?
You guys think I'm being disgusting, but it happened in the show, so.
I saw it.
I only remember. The only episode that I ever remember is the one where they go to Pluto and the one kid, like, just to make a point, takes off his helmet and, like, his whole head freezes.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And he's fine afterwards.
Retard.
Nah, didn't he get, like, a cold or something? Like,
Yeah, I just had a cold, and then they all left.
Shit, I should look up that episode.
Also, there's like one where they go inside the human body and they like find the anus or something, and they're like, that's a mouse.
Well, I mean, like, we're dealing with science, right? We're trying to, like, take biology and science and factual things and then translate them to children in a way where it's like you don't want to like be inaccurate about it. So if you're doing a show about digestion and someone's like, hey, why don't they go through the digestive tract, then they've got to show like the rectum.
I don't think they showed it. I think they were like, oh no, we're gonna reach it. We have to swim back or something like that.
They had a Magic School Bus PC game.
I think there were several.
And there were, I remember a level where they, basically at the end there was like this mini game. Basically the whole thing was mini games. But there was one set in the large intestine, and there were like all these pieces of poo that you had to shrink. And you had to like do it before time ran out, and there would be like all these, like you would have to like dehydrate these pieces of poop. I'm not even kidding. It was in the Magic School Bus
Also, wasn't there one where like they're in the brain and like if you hit the brain, like the kid has a seizure or something?
I don't know.
Oh, that totally rings a bell. I think I might have played that one.
Peanut Butter Gamer did a review of it.
Man, all these old fucking point and click PC games and shit.
All the old educational games, those are all gold.
Yeah. I had so much. I remember the Magic School Bus dinosaur one, and I played that all the fucking time. The Jurassic, whatever. It was so good to me as a kid. And they had, I remember they had like, they had like a printout like Tyrannosaurus Rex mask or something, and I would just like go into that game just so I can click the printout and be like, I'm a dinosaur. Now look at me.
Now you're a dinosaur.
Now look at me.
That was the start.
I like every childhood story. It's like it ends with now look at me.
It ends in tragedy.
Oh my god. Also, Merrick, I saw the video you were laughing at. The acting is so bad.
It's not the acting I was laughing. I was watching it on mute. That was enough.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
Like if it was literally like if Tim Heidecker was doing like season 5 of Decker and like he got superpowers, that's what it would look like. It's just like I could make better effects. I think honestly, I think it's like in this like one room, and we filmed it all in this one room with green screen. I think I could make it look a little bit more convincing, which is
Also,
sad.
wasn't that the guy from Smosh?
I don't know. I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched enough to make.
What
me
guy
laugh.
from Smosh?
Ian
The
Heacock.
Filipino one.
Ian.
The one with the bread head.
I just hate the fact that Martin Scorsese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't care if it's your daughter. Don't do that to yourself. Don't lower yourself.
Oh, Mark, I love the Priceless trailer that you retweeted, the song at the end of it.
That is actually amazing.
That was
isn't it?
hilarious.
How can a song ruin a fucking trailer? Like, the movie didn't look all that good, right?
Yeah.
But it's like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's just like, the music's like so uplifting and like pop music and like for the subject matter, like a girl is about to be raped, and then all of a sudden the pop music kicks in. It's like, what the fuck?
Wait, on which Twitter is it? The Two
Rat
Game
Trap.
Left or the Rat Trap?
Rat Trap.
Rat Trap.
That rat fuck.
That rat fuck.
Yes. Oh no, Rat Trap! You killed.
Your audio just dropped out.
That was the best part. The fact that he cut out.
Rat Trap got him! Say his name 3 times.
You say Rat Trap 3 times.
Rape you.
He'll rape you, but he won't he won't actually rape you. He'll wait, no, I should give it away.
Don't give away Rat Trap's plans.
No, there's a particular movie that we watched and something funny happened in it, and I don't want to give it away. Not until like, I'll give it 3 weeks and then I'll make the joke, but I won't mention what movie it is. Anyways, yeah. Sorry, you were about to ask me something.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say that if you and Shay are gonna watch something, then I just sent you a little video on Facebook, which I know you're gonna love because it's something that's right up your alley.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know. You might have seen it, but it's great.
So, Adam.
Yes.
So, I watched your 2014 list, best of, and your 2013 list.
Yes.
And then from the 20. Jesus fucking Christ.
What you got in there?
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Go away.
That was an unfriended level of jump scare. That was basically what happened in Unfriended.
I think that was a little bit more.
The dog
by
just
dog.
typed.
But I watched from the 2013 list. I watched Enemy, and I thought it was very good.
Enemy was on my 2014 list.
Oh my god.
Fuck!
Ah, the dog!
Oh,
even though it says 2013 on IMDb.
Yeah, I got
the 2014 film.
Still watched the 2013 list though.
Anyway,
but yeah, and then the other one was Birdman, and that's actually my third favorite movie ever.
Awesome, and you didn't see it before that point?
No, because I'm
Where
a
were
fucking
you?
idiot.
Oh, where have you
elsewhere.
been?
I've been not there. I don't know. I just saw it
now.
I was like, it's getting
I am here.
all these Oscar awards, but for some reason I have other
Now.
things to watch.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, like, if I didn't know anything about it other than its Oscars, then I might not have been excited for it. But I mean, I was excited for it as soon as I saw that it was a Alejandro González Iñárritu film on IMDb, right? So I was planning on watching it for a long time.
Yeah.
Birdman is like everything I like in movies in one movie, so I was kind of destined to like it. Like, long takes are my crack in movies.
Yeah.
So
I fucking love long takes.
I'm getting a little bit concerned with where this long takes thing is going, because like how long is enough now? Like, is that all it's going to be? Is it
Russian?
Well, it depends what you're doing in the shot. So like you can
because
you
like
can have
Victoria
a long
is like
of,
as far
of
as
a
you
long
can go
take,
with that.
right? So like if your long take is there to simply just be like, oh, it's a long take, therefore it's good, then it's probably not going to be that great. But if you're doing something impressive in it, whether you're going to compare, like there's ends of the spectrum being Children of Men, so many extras and special effects, explosions, coordination, etc., and then you have something like Hunger, where it's a 20-minute long conversation, and it flows so naturally, and in that sense, the talent being shown there, I'm pretty sure it's stationary. The shot doesn't even move, does it? Or does it move forward? Yeah, it's just, I don't remember if it slow pans in or not. But regardless, I mean, the talent being shown there is in the actors' performances and their memorization of the lines. Like, they hit every beat so well. It was so well rehearsed. You know, like there has to be something. If you don't have something impressive happening in a long shot, then there should at least be some sort of purpose to it, where it's drawing attention to something, and it's like, okay, the shot is longer here, and I think Shay was mentioning this the other day.
I'm not sure. Like, I'm just not sure that making a shot that's difficult is inherently adding to the art. Do you know what I mean?
I like to be
we got
impressed.
this shot from actually on the moon. Like, but if it doesn't add anything to the film, if it's just a picture of the
How is
Earth,
that not something to add to the film, though? Well, that's how does that go against what I was saying, though? Right?
I'm not saying it goes against it. I'm just saying, like, saying I made this film and it was so hard to make maybe doesn't add to the film, like, as a piece of art.
It's like The Revenant.
I mean?
Like,
I suppose,
like
but like if it's an accomplishment, then it still adds to the artistry of it a bit. I'd say.
Like True Detective has that one long shot in episode 4, whatever, where they run over the fence, whatever. It's like a 6-minute shot. And like it's impressive that they were able to do it, but I don't think it added to the episode. I thought it was a weak episode of the show because, like, while it was an impressive shot, and when you look at it in itself, there's some art to it. There's also like it doesn't add to the whole work, And I get that. And then there's the whole thing with long shots that everybody loves, but I think cutting away can have just as good of an effect. It's about strategic. It's about thinking about what you're doing when you're editing.
Right? It's about to think about what purpose there is for it. And somebody was saying something.
Yes.
What were you about to say?
Well, like think about Birdman without the long shot, and think about that movie with cuts and like.
Well, yeah,
I don't think it would be the same
purposeful.
movie.
It's entirely purposeful.
Exactly.
Like, there's a whole point to it, and I mentioned that in my 2014 list. Right? It relates not just to the story, but to the tone. Like the whole theme of the movie, like every decision being made in the film is one that adds to this perfectly matching puzzle piece. There's not one thing that feels out of place for what they're going for. It's all very strategically purposeful.
And I also want to point out, like, when you're talking about the long shot, it's also not entirely to impress. Sometimes it's just used as a story. Like Tarkovsky or even like Steven Spielberg, if you watch like every frame of painting and you like watch his video about the long shot, you'll see like that a lot of long shots, like they go unnoticed completely, but they're very intuitive, but you don't have to be impressed by them. They can still be used as a method for storytelling.
As opposed to like the meme just being propagated, like, oh, check out this new film is going to have like a 12-minute shot in it or whatever. Like that in itself is not impressive.
Well, I mean,
more and more like, hey, let's have a wonder.
I think you guys are over exaggerating this because, I mean, as far as movies go, generally, if your shots don't go on for that long, then you're more than likely to be a movie factory movie. And those are the kind of movies that I like to avoid. The lazier you are at making a movie, the more quickly you're going to want to cut away. Because everything that fucks up what's happening, like you don't have to worry about what's happening on set because you can just fix it in post, basically, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of cutting away so quickly and just having like actor's face, A, B, is because it's like, oh, I don't like this one line from them, so I'm going to cut away and then stitch it together in that way. It's less like you filmed something impressive and more like you just filmed until you could edit it together into something that was
So,
all right.
so your point is that it sort of demonstrates an ethos that
It demonstrates
like,
more talent than otherwise, I think.
Does it? No, because the thing is, people make long shots just to make long shots.
And if they're
Because people
bad,
talk
then
about
they're
that.
bad.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. There's the Hollywood side of it, and there's the I'm making an art movie so that there's going to be long shots in it side of it, which is just as bad because, again, the editing should just be purposeful. Like, it doesn't matter if the shots are long or short, as long as they serve their purpose.
But then it's so bizarre that we talk so much about one particular element of the editing as in the length of the shots.
And it's mostly because
it just
they
feels
cut
like a
really
little bit of
fast in Hollywood movies, right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, well, school's starting in a few days, so I want to get my sleep schedule straight, and I gotta go now. Because I need to get some
Thanks for joining.
Guys, my plan.
Thanks for joining on the tour.
Thank you.
I always love being here. Alright, see you guys.
Talking about heroin.
Appreciate it. Thanks for your support on Patreon.
Anytime, man. Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So, did anyone see American Ultra?
Not yet.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, I will be.
Okay.
I was so annoyed by that movie, to
Me
be
too.
honest.
And also, I want for something. I mean, Max Landis is kind of crazy, and I'm very like I don't know. I'm 50-50 about him. So I wanted it to be good, but on the subject of long takes, there's kind of and like the technical.
Well, he didn't direct it.
No, I know. But like regardless of that, just the film itself. Where you're talking about like how it can be technically impressive. There's a scene that they try and mimic a long take, but the edits are so terrible.
Oh yeah, there's attempts. Right.
Yeah, I mean like the Kingsman Secret Service church scene also is that, but it's done slightly better. But just like it's one of the worst mock long takes I've seen, and it tries to be really cool just for like the sake of this is going to be like unique, but it's just really poorly done.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll be watching it before I release my 2015 list anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what I think. The trailer didn't wow me.
It's okay.
Number 1, Kingsman.
No, it was the SpongeBob movie.
Sponge out of water.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sponge out of water.
I've already made my 2015 list.
It's entirely populated by SpongeBob.
Also, Adam, I saw on the flyer for your.
Yes.
Sorry.
Mwah.
Yeah.
Mwah. I love like when he brings it back with his like second hand. There's this expression on his face where he just suddenly gets like he's like ooh like like he just ate something delicious.
God bless.
I was like, this is my own footage. I own this footage.
So
I can do whatever I want with it.
I want to actually ask a question that's kind of for everybody. I wanted like to see a roundtable. So like Quentin Tarantino is kind of oddball when it comes to like his techniques and the things that he does, like exclusively film or like that. But what I know that like that comes up into debates constantly. But here's something I wanted to ask, which doesn't get tossed around very often. But what Quentin Tarantino likes to do, opposed to other filmmakers, is he has one camera. He has that hero camera, and he only uses that. He never does the shot reverse shot. He has the one camera. He'll get what he wants off of that, and then if it's a reverse shot, he'll film everything on that one camera, and then switch angles and then film everything on that.
Well, film's expensive too.
So
and like difficult. But
what do you think
anyway.
about that? Do you think that is like? Do you think that there should be a focus on just one camera, that nobody should use a second camera as a crutch? Like
honestly, if I were making a film, I wouldn't incorporate a B camera unless it's absolutely necessary for some kind of thing that I'm trying to pull off. Like some of those, I've never watched behind the scenes for Gus Van Sant's Elephant, but I'd imagine to pull off some of the reincorporated scenes there might have been. No, wait, no, that's not how it works. They had to. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, sorry, I forgot how that scene went. There was that wasn't done through a B camera. But there's certain. I can't think of a good example right now. There's certain movies that I feel like a B camera would make sense in certain scenes, but for the most part, I think I would rather be concerned about what's happening in one camera at a time. I think I would rather have my focus be on like making sure that I know I'm using this as the shot, and then if I get a reverse shot, I want that to be as perfect as possible and focus all my attention on that.
I feel like if you had a B camera, it would be for like a big reveal. Like you're filming a scene from a certain perspective purposefully. So at the end of the movie, you can like show a different part, like a different perspective, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what I wanted to add was I think it's way more intuitive to have only one camera and to be like you said, Adam, to be focusing on the perfect shot. But also thinking about if you have more like 2 or 3 cameras shooting at once, right? Like something like, for example, like we were talking about Seven Samurai. Well, to get those last, like the battle scenes in those movies, Akira Kurosawa had up 2, 3, 4 cameras set up to get everything.
Yeah.
And like if you watch those battle scenes, they're so like beautifully cut together. So that's why I think it depends on what you're doing. Like for example, like Ridley Scott, he says, "Oh, I always use 2 or 3 cameras while filming everything, so I can get as much footage as I can to use to my extent." But I'm not sure if that's like the best method to getting like what you really want.
So does Rule Renee, director of Death Race 2 and 3. Like you can tell the way that's edited together. Like
we have
he
10
had
cameras.
so many fucking cameras rolling, and he wasn't willing to have any single angle on the on the cutting room floor. Like he wasn't willing to get rid of any angle. He's like, I have to use all of them, even if it means that half of my film is going to be in slow motion.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like it's a balancing act because like De Palma is like one of my favorite directors, and he has a lot of just like uses one camera sometimes. But like, there's a scene in the movie The Fury where he used 16 cameras to. I don't want to spoil it, but like a crazy thing happens, and he used it so well to kind of like emphasize like the energy and like the literal like telekinesis going on in that scene.
Yeah.
I mean, it just it's a balance.
I think that multiple angles are probably best suited for shots or scenes where you only really get one take.
Yeah.
Because those exist.
Right.
Depending on how ambitious or what the film is, right? There's certain things that you can only do once. And so, obviously, you're going to want some kind of variety. Hopefully not so many cameras where the entire effect of the scene is lost, but I mean, if you're looking to get more than one angle and you can only do the effect or scene once, then I mean, you might as well.
If like in the future, if I did want to make a film, I'd probably only use one camera just so that I know everything that will become that is in front of the camera. Like, so that I know what everything is happening. But as you said, like, if it's an action scene, or if you can only do it once, or if it's like a battle scene and it's like millions of dollars on the line or something like that, obviously, I think, not obviously, but I think I would use multiple cameras just to get as much footage as I can. But in a normal circumstance, I think Quentin Tarantino's got it down, where he's like, look, I've got one camera, and I'm next to the camera, and I'm seeing everything that's going on in my movie.
Yeah,
and it's like I wouldn't want to change that.
I just don't think we can sit down and sort of prescribe to Quentin Tarantino if he's been doing it right for years. Not to say he's been doing it wrong. It's just that like maybe that works for him, and maybe there's directors that like can use 2 or 3 cameras very effective. It's about the media, and it's about what you want to use, and if you can do it well. I don't think we're going to sit down and really have an answer to say like, no, one camera is right. Like,
I just want to hear what people would say.
I want to make the first ever feature-length film filmed on a potato.
Look.
I was trying to think of a movie that had shitty cameras.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something like that too. Like low res.
It'll be called 28 Days Later.
Oh shit!
I don't dislike that he did though. In fact, I buy the DVD and it looks just as good as the Blu-ray.
Yeah, best looking DVD.
Oops.
Oh, speaking of Quentin Tarantino, when I went to see whatever the latest one was, the Hateful Eight, it was on film, and I went to see the 70mm version, and on the first reel, like before the intermission, there was just a giant fucking line right down the middle.
Same here. It was like on the side the entire time.
Yeah. And it was like, you can't even cover it up because it's all like giant shots of snow, so it's obvious, and it just was infuriating.
I read this article back when the movie came out about how like modern projectionists don't know how to work with film, and so in a whole bunch of screenings they weren't setting it properly because they had never been trained to.
Yeah, it was kind of a clusterfuck in a sense because
just the whole release.
Well, yeah, I mean, like he's trying to hang on to film, and now it's like, oh yeah, I'm filming it in film and it looks better, and then you have to convert it to digital unless you find theaters that are actually going to play it in film, and so for the whole, what was it, like 70mm?
Yeah.
And for that whole thing, like there was one theater in Vancouver that was playing it. I mean, like 3 theaters in all of Canada, right? There was one theater in Vancouver, and it wasn't a very big screen, so I feel like the entire effect was lost anyway. I watched it on 70mm, but it was just a like medium small sized screen that was like, I feel like the whole effect of seeing it on a bigger screen would have improved the experience because I wasn't wowed by the look of it, honestly.
I don't know, like definitely I think like film, I don't know, to me it looks different. Like the first, I think when I saw Rand, that was the first time I ever saw like a film like using like actual film, not digital, and I saw the difference. I don't know, it's just like I thought it looked a bit nicer, I guess, but
well,
I don't know, but like,
it has a different look.
Yeah, it has a different look, and I appreciate it, but I don't. I think as an option, I think it's cool that it was an option to go see it in 70mm, and I don't think it was like the most terrible thing for him to bring it back.
It might be subjective whether or not you like one or the other.
Like, I'm happy that he wasn't like, oh, you should definitely only see it in 70mm. Like,
you're not seeing the real movie if you.
Yeah, exactly.
Marketing disaster. The Weinstein brothers would probably like punch him in the mouth.
Oh,
yes.
I'm sorry if we've all gone through this before, but I haven't been on for a few of these. So, Neon Demon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made a quickie review on it too.
Yeah, you did, of course.
I enjoyed it. Shay hasn't seen it.
What a fucking piece of shit.
It was good. It didn't. It was stupid at parts.
Yeah.
But
I just
overall,
kind of like that. Like he can. I think Nicholas Winding Refn can pretty much just like make another film like Drive that has like mainstream appeal as well, and then he can keep getting money to do this weird shit. And I'd rather have him doing weird shit than something boring. So,
but I'm not
even if it is
sure.
stupid.
I'm not sure if Drive actually had that much mainstream appeal. Because like
it had enough to be a success commercially, which is all.
That's true, but I feel like
marketing also.
Yeah, I mean, I remember reading a story like there was a woman who sued a theater because she thought it was going to be an action movie, and then when it was clear that it
now with Suicide Squad.
People sue over everything in America.
Yeah. No, that's
take lawsuits seriously.
You should have told me the coffee was going to be hot before I spilled it on myself.
See,
so they could win a lawsuit because they microwaved their dog and the microwave didn't say don't microwave a dog. Then
now you get sued.
I would encourage you to watch the 2011 documentary Hot Coffee.
Yeah, I was about to
because it might change your mind on that.
Yeah, the dog in the microwave is inexcusable.
Yeah. The woman who burned herself with hot coffee, I'm on her side about it. It was twisted. It was twisted by McDonald's.
Oh, really?
So you should watch the documentary. It's called Hot Coffee. It's great.
Thank you, Adam.
Anyway, back to Nicholas Winding Refn. I fucking love Drive like so much. Thinking about that movie, I just fucking love that movie. And then when I saw Bronson, I really liked that as well. But I felt like it was a bit like unguided, not as like.
I think it was kind of supposed to be though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, because
And
I mean,
also-
like,
It's
it
more from
all
the
depends on
perspective-
like what you're going for in the movie, and when your main character is like a psychopath, then to have a
exactly.
story like that, it doesn't really feel out of place.
But then when you go to Only God Forgives, I felt the kind of completely same way, but even
Wow.
more. Like
Only God
even
Forgives
more,
was like the most pretentious movie ever made.
Yeah. But and I'm excited to see the Neon Demon because I just want to see like because people are saying like oh it's a little bit of Drive and it's a little bit of Only God Forgives and I'm like
Well, in ways, but I mean,
Yeah.
I would say that if we're rating them based on quality, it's definitely in the middle.
Yeah.
It's definitely in the middle.
But I wish he would make another movie like Drive, and I don't know. He doesn't have to.
I don't know.
If there
I'm
was
fine with him
another
just making whatever the fuck he wants.
Can he make
if there was
another movie
another
like
Drive, I would be really
Yeah,
like happy.
I don't know if he's
Something.
capable of it.
You don't think so? Like you don't think he can go back?
I've seen his other stuff, and to be honest, I think all of his stuff is like it's got a lot of style to it, and I think Drive nailed it just because it had the mainstream appeal and it had that style to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can do it again. Like I mean, a lot of the stuff was just he made a lot of choices that all worked at the same time, and he didn't do anything screwed up. And with every other movie I've watched for him, he has a style, and like there's things of value in Only God Forgives, even though it's a terrible movie. But he just makes too many fucking mistakes. And like he kept it simple with Drive, and that's why it had its mainstream appeal. I just don't think he'll ever make another good one.
I like honestly like everyone's bashing Only God Forgives, but I hated Valhalla Rising. I
haven't seen that one yet. I tried watching it for my like 2010 or 11 list or something, and then I was just like, it's not gonna make it, and didn't finish it.
Yeah.
But I almost want to watch it again because it's like people hype it up a lot.
I still like the look of the film. I'm not talking about camera work alone. I'm talking just like the aesthetics, the costumes, the makeup, the weaponry, all that kind of stuff. I mean, like I get a big nasty boner every time I see Viking anything in a movie. So but it was good. I liked the way it looked. I liked how he approached it.
Heads up, we're gonna end the hangout in about 5 minutes. So if there's any very important, super spicy things you wanted to.
What do you think of animator Don Hertzfeldt?
He's hit and miss. I really love Rejected. I was not really sold on It's Such a Wonderful or Beautiful, I don't remember, whatever day. I wasn't really sold on that. I'd like to see his new movie. I forget what it was.
Yeah, The World of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
he's a name that I'll check out what he makes. I've enjoyed things from him.
I have a quick question about that. This kind of wraps into that. So you just made your 2014 list.
Yes.
And I was wondering, do you ever consider putting short films into your list, or do you just do feature films?
No, well, so short films are fucking, like, they're so difficult to try and obtain that if I put the same amount of effort as I do into my like regular films list in terms of trying to track down every single one that I know that I would love or that I think that I should watch, then I think I would just be left disappointed because there would be so many where it's just like the Echo. Who did that?
That's James.
James Goat. There would be so many where I would just the Echo. What's happening? There would be so many where I would just get disappointed by not being able to find them. So if there is a truly amazing short film, like half an hour, whatever, I don't know. If there is a truly amazing, my voice just cracked, short film, then I might just include it on the list. So in that same respect, if there's a really good miniseries, I would also include it on my best of the year list. So I'm debating making a murderer on my 2015. Is it 20? Yeah, it is 2015. On my 2015 list because I feel like I feel like what would separate a miniseries from a show in that sense is that there's, you know, a start and an ending. And although Making a Murderer season 2 is happening, I felt like Making a Murderer was its own sort of contained thing, and Making a Murderer season 2 is almost kind of like a sequel, whereas a lot of TV shows set things up so that it never ends, you know. And it's like, I don't want to put a TV show on my best of the year list if like I can't say like, oh yeah, Dexter, because it's like, what does that mean? Which, like, one season of it, but then it's like, I don't want to have to say my thoughts on every season. I don't want to I really to me, certain miniseries play like just a really long movie, and so those would be the type of things I would include. I don't know. Okay. We'll see about short films, but I'm not going to make a separate list for them.
I actually have a fairly important question.
Yes.
So I'm trying to make movie reviews because, like, I like making them. I made a Suicide Squad one. I put it up and it got claimed. So I went back and I edited it some more and I put it up. It didn't get claimed for a bit, and then like a few hours later, I got emails like, your video has been copyright claimed. I'm like, fuck. So,
do you know if it was manual or automatic?
I'm pretty sure it was automatic because all the other ones have been. But
your mic's cutting out a little. It's kind of glitching out.
But I was.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, it's just my microphone. Like sometimes it quiets me for no reason. But I was thinking, instead of just showing like trailer footage and stuff when I'm not actually talking about the movie, what do you think I should put? Like, do you have any?
Well, you can still, if you. So I mean, if you look at my older reviews, especially, I made a lot of changes to them in order to get past Content ID. So you can slow down the footage, and then you can. I wouldn't say that alone would be enough, but I would say slow down or speed up if you really want. But slowing it down seems to be a lot less jarring. Slow down the footage, and then make a dramatic change to the size of it on the screen. Either zoom in by X amount if the aspect ratio makes sense for you to do that, or you could zoom out and have it take up a smaller space on the screen, give it a border. Even if if let's say you were only changing it enough that you were giving it a border in like an H3 kind of border, it probably would still get detected. But there's something that Ralph the Movie Maker, if you look up his channel, he does this thing where he puts like an iPhone or something on a table and then edits it in so that it's playing on an iPhone. You could do something like that, and I wouldn't be totally ripping it off if let's say you just had a stationary shot of your laptop, like a well-lit shot of a laptop, and then just edited the footage onto that, or like a TV, or I don't know, any kind of a screen. And then that way, even with it taking up a smaller space on the screen, small enough so that it wouldn't get detected by Content ID, then the rest of the room that you filmed or taken a picture of or whatever can act as its own kind of frame and not just feel like empty space. That would be my recommendation. But yeah, I mean, like, because the more you tinker with it, the less likely it'll be detected. The more you change it.
Yeah, I looked at the email again. I don't know. I'm not very experienced with copyright claims, but it says your video was manually reviewed by the copyright owner.
Never trust the email. Always go into your video manager. Half the time the email says something that completely contradicts what actually happened in the video manager. Right. That's my first piece of advice. Is go into your video manager and then go to copyright notices and then see what it says on the actual video. If you click under like dispute this claim or view claim details or something, then that'll give you. It should say on the bottom left whether or not it's a manual or automatic claim.
Let's see. It says. Fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Adam, I had one question for you quickly.
Sure,
have you
I'll
seen
come back.
Paris, Texas?
Not yet.
Oh
my god, Paris, Texas is so fucking good.
I've heard really good things about it. Let me just see what year it's from.
84.
Okay, cool.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it.
I
believe it's on my watch list.
I don't
Why is
know
my
if I'm-
IMDb not loading properly.
Has anyone seen Pina, his other movie?
No,
the,
but I
the
heard
3D
it's also
one?
Criterion. That's Criterion Collection.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
it.
no,
It's pretty good.
It's I thought it was great. I thought it was really fantastic. Like, I thought that all the dancing was awesome and everything like that. But yeah.
All right, so
When
what's your video manager look like?
All right, so I don't know if I'm looking at the incorrect spot or not, but I'm at the copyright tab of the video.
Yep.
It just says copyrighted content is found in your video. The claimant is allowing their content to be used in your YouTube video. However, ads might appear on it. It doesn't say like.
It doesn't even say on the bottom left manually detected or detected.
It just says visual content and says the claimant.
Does it give like a time frame for like it's between 1 minute and blah 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 that it showed up?
Yeah, that's what it did for the other
Then
one.
that's automatic.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, never trust your email. It lies to you.
All right.
Fuck it, it's so stupid. I've gotten emails that say like, "Oh, good news, they've released your claim," and I go to my video manager and it's like they've reinstated it. Like, what the fuck? They've got to get their shit together. It's fucking frustrating.
I hate the copyright system. All right, because like I was trying
for a while about that.
I was trying to post the Visit review because I watched it at like 3 in the morning and I'm like, I fucking hate this movie. I want to make a review on it. So I post it and shit, and I'm like, okay, I post it, and then it fucking gives me a claim, and I'm like, all right, I'll dispute it. I dispute it. It's like, hooray, your claim was released and shit, and I'm like, all right, cool, and then I go there, and it's like, your claim's still fucking here.
Yeah, they reinstated it or some shit. But anyway, so yeah, I would say my suggestion is just to like fuck with the footage enough. You know, be creative enough about it to try and make it take up less of the screen, and then ideally also, you know,
Would cut it out of order.
if you're talking over the whole thing anyway, then try to like slow it down or something and make as many cuts as possible. If you do wind up needing to show a clip, you can still do that, but keep it as minimalistic as possible, because I don't think Content ID detects anything that's over like 10 or under 10 seconds or something, or I don't know if it's 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever. There has to be enough of it for it to detect. It can't just detect like single frames.
So if I recut trailer footage, it would not get detected.
You have to fuck with it enough so that it doesn't. There's no guarantee.
True.
You have to. I mean, you could theoretically show bits of that trailer footage completely unedited, but it has to be short enough that it doesn't get detected. And on their end, they decide how much of the content needs to be within a video for it to make the claim. And I believe that the minimum is still over like 5 or 10 seconds anyway.
All right.
So I don't think it's like if you were to have like a 2-second video of someone else's material, I don't think it's possible for it to be claimed by Content ID automatically.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. I know it's frustrating.
I'm really hoping I won't have to deal with it, but I know I will. So thanks for the advice.
If you're doing this kind of video, it's why a lot of people just don't fucking do this kind of shit. That's why there's a lot of gaming channels, and you know what's funny about it is like there's so many commentary channels that use footage in the exact same way that the film review channels do, but they're doing it on other people's YouTube videos that more likely than not don't have Content ID enabled. So it's just like, oh yeah, we get to do the exact same type of content, the exact same thing, but they don't really have to worry as much because it's not like, you know, not every YouTuber out there has their videos enabled for Content ID, whereas every single fucking film you could possibly review does. Anyway, was there any? We're gonna end this pretty soon. Any last questions?
Hey, have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
I enjoyed seasons 1 and 4 the most, and then season 5, and then season 3, and then season 2 was a piece of shit. Season 3 was like half shit and half good. But I don't want to go on a rant about it for too long. because we are ending this. But those are my basic thoughts on it. It could have been better, but there's parts of it that I love. And despite it having some low points and low periods and things that are just awful, overall the experience of Breaking Bad is good enough that I intend on buying it on Blu-ray once it's cheaper, and the only reason I haven't is because it's too goddamn expensive. So we'll see how much the price lowers on that Blu-ray. I would love the complete series. I would love to watch it again.
Basically my exact opinion on the show.
Great.
Adam,
You're unoriginal!
I just posted the link to the Mark Neville Dean Chase interview, whatever thing.
Oh, the
on
interview?
Number 2.
I might
It's not interview. I don't know what it's.
I'll click the link on the interview. I might watch the movie just for that scene. Unfortunately, I thought I could avoid it. Now
you should have.
No, I can't avoid it. Well, now I have to see that one scene. So shit. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you very much for helping support me in these dank internet memes.
I posted the dank meme.
Thank
All-Star
you.
fuck up.
Thank you for helping me become a meme maestro. Thank you for allowing me to write on my tax return that I am a professional memester. Yeah, thank you so much. I'll catch you guys. Look on the Patreon page for more details about the next Hangout. I have not decided the date yet. There's a shit ton of stuff going on next month, including Toronto Film Fest, so just expect me to update with some kind of a date in the next week or so. I don't know. We'll see when it is, but it'll be on the front page where you can currently find today's date. That will be where the next date is posted. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Bye-bye. Bye.